The Chicago Bears have their last out of 3 preseason games this Friday against the Kansas City Chiefs, dynasty Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to talk about that, preview that game. Also, backup quarterback Tyson Bagent received a major
Sack.
extension, I should say.
It's a sack for most contracts, but for him, it's a bag.
He received a bag. We're going to also talk about that and a lot more on tonight's show. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast, one word, no spaces. We'll be right back after this. Like I said before the intro, if you're tuning into the Black Bear Podcast, hit that like button. The Black Bear Podcast, one word, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host to the right of me, Chef West. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. But this week we'll be doing Wednesday nights and Friday night after the game. We do post-game shows after each and every game, including the preseason. We need preseason too. We need preseason to get ready for the regular season. So
we got to get through our installs, man. We got to get through our installs. We got to get through our installs, bro.
We on install number 3 this Friday. So look, yes, hey Wes, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. A lot of good Bears news for the most part. I'm like Lil Durk right here now, man. I wish we could play that. So that all those, you know what I mean? All those people who was sending me clips and posting me and stuff of what was happening and training camp and practices and, you know, uncertainty soundings of Ben Johnson. Like, we're getting there, but we're working on it. We still got to install. Everybody said it's going to take, you know, Caleb's son to graduate college for him to learn the playbook, you know, all of that kind of noise. I don't know. And then apparently that was just basic. That wasn't even that ain't even the meal. That's just the menu.
I'm not seeing. I'm trying to share it around. I'm not seeing it pop up yet. So
I just seen it on
I'll get back to it.
I showed it. I just shared it.
Oh, in the chat. Yeah, I was gonna go to Facebook, then I was gonna go to Twitter. But like when we started the post game show, people was in the chat saying y'all needed this. My guy TP, he said y'all needed this, and I'm like, no, we didn't. At least my opinion, no, we didn't. We didn't need that.
I didn't need it.
We ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna kick this off by talking about the backup quarterback, which in Chicago, we love our backup quarterbacks and we love our punters. But Tyson Bagent received an extension, a 2-year extension. I think the deal was 2 years.
2 years, $10 million, $16 million possible with incentives, but the $10 million is guaranteed.
I haven't watched the Bagent presser, but apparently he was emotional, rightfully so.
Balling is the word, bro.
We just talked about his previous deal, the rookie contract he was under, which signing bonus was what, $25K we talked about?
$25K and only $25K guaranteed. 3 years, $2.7 million. Annual salary about $900,000 before tax.
Bare Truth coming in saying it was a win for both sides, which we're gonna get into. I like to agree with you. Shout out to Bagent. Shout out to Bagent. What he was making compared to now. I mean, it's backup money. You know, if you look talking about a big name starter guy, this ain't nothing to them. They're not, you know, but for Tyson Bagent, an undrafted Division II quarterback, this is a big deal for him.
I play Division II sports. To go from that to $10 million guaranteed.
$10 million guaranteed.
I played 4 games? I think something like that. Not including the preseasons. Mm-hmm. So 4 meaningful games. You know, three for six in touchdown interception ratio, but just worked hard and was always available and there. And that voice in the locker room and doing everything a backup quarterback supposed to do. I forgot what Tyson Bagent's from.
West Virginia. I want to say West
Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah, that little
That's great.
town.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that he said in the press. If y'all didn't see it, he said, just so y'all know why he was crying so much. He said, "Y'all know my family, and y'all know if y'all didn't know, my dad is my best friend, and my dad spent his whole entire adolescence and childhood without running water. And for him to go back to if it's West Virginia, where you say the small town or wherever he's from, with $10 million guaranteed for the next 2 years, he the mayor, the fire chief, the principal, the superintendent." Like, that's a big thing, man. I'm happy for him, man. He deserves it. Crazy thing is, all the people who wanted Bagent to take over for Justin Fields and all of that, I don't hear no congratulations. No, I heard two people that I know was Bagent fans say I wouldn't have took it.
Oh, wait. So we got to talk about that. Let me just get this comment here. Squeegee, I don't know if I've seen him in the chat before. On Wes, you seen him in the chat? Look, appreciate you being in the chat with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word. No spaces, the Black Bear Podcast. He said he was so happy and relieved, kind of like you just explained to us, Wes. He couldn't hold back the tears. He said a lot of impressive things. The kid has a good head on his shoulders. And from what I hear about Tyson Bagent, that's kind of the same sentiment that gets relayed from everybody who speaks on Tyson Bagent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you just said you've seen people say they wouldn't have took it. That brings me, because if you're saying you wouldn't have took it if you were Tyson Bagent, I'm guessing you saying he's worth more, and he's a starter. Now, let me ask you this: do you think Tyson Bagent next year could have started for a team? Like, if he didn't sign his contract and he became the restricted free agent that he would have been, do you think he would have been a start? He could have found a team and been a starter.
No, okay, all right. I'm gonna do this analogy. Yeah, I think he could have been a starter. I mean, I think he could go be a starter for probably the Colts or the Browns or even the Steelers next year, possibly, who got question marks at quarterback. But my whole thing is, like, a lot of one of the things that they criticized Ben Johnson, a lot of these 7 new head coaches that's all been, defensive coordinators. You might not be fit for the top position. We see a lot of people get that head coach experience or that job,
right?
And they just don't take to it, even though they look the part and seem the part. That's just a different hat and a different crown to put on your head. And I'm not sure Bagent has that maybe just yet. I think he's talented enough. His work ethic is good enough and all that. And it is spots around the league that he probably could have become somebody's QB1. Do I think he's ready? No, I think where he's at right now, especially being as young as he is, being with somebody like because a lot of people like, well, Ben Johnson, he's teaching Caleb, and Case Keenum is teaching Caleb, but they are also teaching Tyson Bagent and Austin Reed. Like, this is not just a, one-way street. It's for quarterbacks that too. I'm pretty sure he's learned a lot from Case Keenum. Him and Austin Reed too. I think he's learning a lot from Caleb as far as what to do and what not to do. JT Barrett, somebody who was just a quarterback, 2 days ago. Declan Dorr, like, all of this information and all of this knowledge that he can learn. It's kind of like with Ben Johnson, when he could have got a job 3 years ago, but he didn't. He waited and bided his time till he found the right situation. Like Bertrand just said, he in a good situation in Chicago. Ben Johnson was in a good situation until he was ready to jump. We seen with Kingsbury, that with Kyler Murray over here in Arizona, and we seen how it was. Good offensive mind, good offensive coordinator, but got in too quick and too over his head. So people who say that he shouldn't have took it, I think they're wrong, but I'm not discrediting the faith I got in Tyson Bagent. mainly because I look a lot at Tyson Bagent. He's probably one of,
Right.
other than maybe the Browns, the Falcons, the Giants. Yeah, I think that's it. And wherever Teddy Bridgewater went, I know he a backup somewhere. That's the only teams I know who their number 2 quarterback and beyond is. So yeah, he should have took it. People who say he shouldn't have. I mean, we just said his life story. Squeegee just put it up there. Said his family they lived on land that they had to have. They was living off spring water taps, wells.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? And this is what fans and stuff when it
What you
comes to.
mean?
I was doing. I thought Bad Truth was gonna throw it up there. Like, what you mean? Don't take 10 million guaranteed. I know where I'm from. Give me 10 million guaranteed. I'll be the best backup quarterback you ever seen. I wouldn't even wear my jersey. I wear Caleb jersey. All the time. Like, I'll be the best backup ever for 10 million. Well, from where I came from, when it comes to the financial and money standpoint of it. So for people to say you shouldn't have, or like I said, or you go end up in a Cleveland Brown situation, or even a Giant situation, or somewhere where you could be almost on the verge of getting cut because Anthony Richardson is asking for a trade to get up out of there. Kenny Pickett might have some place to go, and then you go over there and they say you're gonna be QB1, and then they bring in Kenny Pickett, but he got a little more experience and more time, so now you back to QB2. Or even Kirk Cousins, I get 200, I got all this money because that's where the money's at, and then guess what? Now you benched behind Penix. For you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
You mentioned how, first of all, yeah, you could not. You could not take that money and go somewhere and get bamboozled. Go sign with one of these teams like you just said and get bamboozled. First of all, Shampa from Bangladesh.
Shampus. What's up, man?
I'm like, good morning. Whew.
Good morning.
But nah, appreciate you in the chat. Hit that like button for us. He could have signed somewhere else and got a little bit bigger bags, maybe potential starter money, not like just like a 10 million 1 year, 10 million 2 year,
15,
20,
18,
15,
maybe even 20.
Like he could have done something like that and not played. Or just got bamboozled. They drafted some rookie because you're gonna keep taking swings on a quarterback if you don't have your franchise guy. But not only that, I'm with you. Like, we all love Tyson Bagent. We like Tyson Bagent. I think we like Tyson Bagent because his sample size is small. It's a small sample size. It's not like we've seen. He's just the what we might have quarterback. What we don't know. We really don't know. And anybody who's saying they do know, that's BS. We seen him play 4 games last year. He went 2-2.
Yeah.
One game. I forget who's the other team he beat anyway. He beat the Raiders, and I don't even know the other team he beat. I always forget. But I know he lost to the Saints, and he threw a few interceptions in that game, and we got our ass kicked by the Chargers, who didn't make the playoffs, I believe. Not last year, but Justin's last season here, obviously. But
it's Tyson Day. I'm not gonna look up what happened to him, but we know 2-2, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Who cares what happened to us? It's his day. I'm a big, but that's my whole thing, Mark. What I'm saying, we still do love Tyson Bagent. We've all Bears fans for the most part. Whether you wanted him to replace Justin back in the day or we keep him, we've all said at some way or another we don't want Tyson Bagent to leave.
Nope.
It wasn't like we wanted him to, even when we got Rip and Austin Reed came in and like those guys, it wasn't like we were saying get rid of Bagent. Even before he even had those 4 games, we was like, he looked good. Need to work on this, work on that. He looks like a Division II undrafted quarterback with a lot of potential and a lot of upside. And he did some stuff for us because, Bears fans, we love to put our little highlight reels together. We can go put that little Tyson Bagent highlight reel together, and it's going to look good, and we like that. It gives us something to cheer for.
Bears fans just make it hard for you to cheer for a guy like Tyson Bagent because of how they want because they haven't seen enough of him.
Mhm.
They want to keep they seen a little bit of some good throws here, some good throws there. They hate the starting quarterback. They make it hard because it's like, dude, relax. If he was a starting quarterback, like legit, let's be 100. If he was a starting quarterback, he would be starting. Like Ryan
Somewhere.
Poles would have
Wouldn't be able to hold him. They would have somebody would have sent him somebody. Sent him something. If he was a starting quarterback, somebody would give a 3rd round pick.
something would have shook.
At least a 3rd.
Because I'm not saying like he, before he came in the league, but he's found now. He's in the league now. So people see him. Everybody sees him.
Yeah.
If teams wanted him, they'd be blowing down the phone for him. Now, and do I feel like he could come in? Let's say Caleb's hurt. Do I feel like he can come in and win 2 out of 5 of the last games? Yeah. Do I think Bagent? Go ahead.
No. I was giving him finish a game, play a next game, and if it looked like it's gonna be longer than that, I'm thinking they're gonna go with Case. If it's gonna be an extended period of time, if it's like Caleb's gonna be out for 6 weeks or something, I think it's gonna be all right. We're gonna put Case in, depending on the schedule. Now, if we on the down kind of slope, give him the reps, all that. But if we still playoff projected, I heard a stat that was crazy. I forgot who said it. They said, did you know Tom Brady played in the NFL how many years again? Like 20 years or something like that. He was like on his 20th year, 18th, 19th, 20 years.
A long time.
Do you know Tom Brady has never taken a snap where his team was mathematically out of the playoffs? But I mean, every time he snapped the ball, it was possible for his team to make the playoffs for almost 20 years.
The GOAT.
That's a crazy stat, right? Like every time I snap the ball, we can still make the playoffs. Ain't no, like Tom Brady has never played a game where it wasn't a meaningful snap. Every snap was meaningful. If we get in a situation where it's going to be a meaningful snap, especially late or something like that, I don't think you would go for a full game with Bagent. When you got somebody like Case Keenum, who we've seen took a team to the playoffs, played well enough, mid-season, few games in. I'm not saying Case Keenum is a 17-week quarterback either, but enough to keep you going. Like I said, if it's all right, we mathematically out, yeah, give it to Bagent. Give him the snaps. Give him his props. But that's all I was gonna say.
In other words, he's a backup. He's a backup quarterback. And let's keep him at the backup quarterback. And let's keep him there so we don't have to create arguments against him, negative arguments against him and shit like that. But look, like I said, I think Tyson can come in there and finish a game for us and win it though.
And win it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. 17 games when they got film on you after the first 4 or 5.
That's why
we know what you like to do. We know you can't shake a little bit. You got wheels, but you ain't got wheels like that.
And your arm ain't getting down the field like it should be getting down the field. Cover 2 gonna be easy.
Love it for him. I love it for him. I love it for us.
Yes, sir.
You say what?
I said big ups to Bagent, man. Big ups to the Bagent family. I don't know if we got it right where y'all from. I'm happy for y'all, man. Tyson, and I think his daddy named Tyler or something like that. I know it's something similar. But all on,
I think this would be a good time right now, Wes, to jump into those. We could tie it right into what we talking about because I'm about to give Poe some credit. But if you want to pull up the QB room rankings real quick, we could just talk about it right. Talk about that one right now.
We could jump in.
let me
Go right
give
ahead.
Poe some credit real quick because I get down on Poes a lot. Those of y'all that watch the channel, watch the show, I get down on Poes a lot. And one thing he's done right, in my opinion, not at first. Damn sure not last year. I didn't like what he did last year with the QB room. But he got the QB room right now. It's right. I think Caleb was a layup. I still give you some credit, but not you're not getting a whole lot of credit. You ain't getting an A. You get a C.
Ooh,
Do
that's
it.
low.
Yeah, you get a C. I can't.
I
It's a
see.
layup. It was a layup. Make a layup. I can't give you an A for making the layup.
Not even a B
A
minus.
right-handed layup at that. It was on the right
Well,
side,
you
wide
might as
open.
well tell it was a fast break, two-handed
Fast
dunk
break.
by a 7-foot center. You remember when Joakim Noah dunked on Paul Pierce that one time in overtime? That's what you talking about. That's how that is. There was no chance that Paul Pierce was gonna block that. But I
Tyson
mean,
Bagent is an A plus for sure. Tyson Bagent is an A plus. Undrafted Division II player that you grabbed. Not to mention, Tyson Bagent has thrown a lot of fucking passes, and I think I talked about this last week. Time on task. I don't care where you're drafted. Those quarterbacks that play a lot of football, and he's played a shit ton of football. That speaks for himself. That speaks for itself. That's why Tyson Bagent is where he is now. He played a shit ton of football. Case Keenum, and this was my issue last year. You didn't have a Case Keenum in that locker room in that QB room last year. You needed it, especially if you got a rookie quarterback. I don't care who he is, number 1 overall pick or not. He's a rookie. You need that Case Keenum type, especially Case Keenum, where he just here and he knows his role. He don't even care to play. Like when they had Justin here with Andy Dalton and Nick Foles, they fucking wanted to play. Both of them dudes wanted to
what's his
play.
name?
Nick
Matt Ripon? Was Matt Ripon or was that last year? Ripon.
Ripon was last year. Last year. But when Justin was here, we had Nick Foles and Andy. They both wanted to play. Andy started over Justin at first.
Yep.
Nick Foles wanted to play too. He got in. I think he got in some games.
Yeah,
at least 2.
And everybody
Keenum don't.
No, oh, go ahead. I was gonna say. I was just gonna interject and just say, and everybody got mad when the news got out that Justin Fields didn't want to hear nothing from Nick Foles. You're a veteran quarterback, not here to help the young quarterbacks. You're here to bench me when I'm all ready to start. It's not Aaron Rodgers and Justin Love or Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Like a superseding thing. I think I heard Drew Bledsoe said about Tom Brady. He was like, I was upset after the injury and wanted to get back in, but he was just doing so good and so well. It kind of made him sick. And it wasn't because Drew Bledsoe felt like I can't outdo Tom Brady as a quarterback. It's just as a football player, if the quarterback is rocking, even backup or people trying to get in the job, you don't hate on them. You don't wish bad things on them. You keep them up. You hype them up on your team, and then you ask Bob Kraft for a trade, and then you go down to New Orleans and be their quarterback. You know what I mean? That's what you do. I feel like you said, Andy Dalton, Nick Foles. You know how it is when people see those fake shade compliments and all this other kind of stuff. That the good job, but what I would have did, man, what you made 8-yard pass completion for a first, that was good. But I probably would hit him over here, and that could have been a touchdown. It's like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what it was, and a lot of people didn't realize that. Like I said, Nick Foles, you talking about basically kind of career backup dudes trying to come to a place where it's like we don't really have a QB1. And this is the perfect place for a number 2 to be a number 1 without actually having the talent, the skill, the preparation, like everything that you need for 17 weeks to be a number 1. Right. And I think Justin Fields sniffed that out and was like, I ain't fake. You know what I mean? Like, I'm real, man. Like, I get that you ain't here for me. So nothing you can say is going to benefit me either way it goes.
I agree to a certain extent.
That's just my not hypothesis, my hypothetic thought on it.
Yeah.
I can't
On
say
that
for
situation,
sure. Yeah.
right? Justin, and I don't want to talk too much about Justin, but he has some things to learn. And Nick Foles and Andy Dalton, they had pieces of their game that you probably could have took from that, but no. Just to keep going on Ryan Poles and the quarterback and what he's done with his QB, Austin Reed too. Austin Reed ain't. Brett Rippon was here too, but that's when the room was. They needed more veteran presence than that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's bringing in solid quarterbacks. Like I do believe we could win a game with Case Keenum. More than one game with Case at quarterback. Austin might be able to go and get him one. He might be able to finish a game.
And it's the fourth quarter. He might can get up there and finish. The way he look, he probably can finish the fourth quarter. I'm gonna say.
So with that being said, I respect what Ryan Poles has done with this QB room. Now, let's talk about him. Caleb Williams, Tyson Bagent, Case Keenum, and we can throw Austin Reed in there too if you want, but he'll probably be on the practice squad.
Practice squad. I like Austin. You made me watch Hard Knocks last year, so I saw his family and all that. And he got rained out and get to finish his game. I want to see him finish.
Where does this QB room rank? First of all, it's okay. Would we say Tyson Bagent before we look? ESPN did a position room rankings, and they ranked this QB room. Would you say Tyson Bagent is better than? I'm gonna give you a couple backups, a few backups, which we already kind of talked about. I think Bear True put in the chat.
Oh no, I was missing.
Marcus Mariota. Here we go, right here.
Mm-hmm.
He just went Saints and Raiders would be interested in him. Marcus Mariota, Commanders backup. Are we saying Kirk Cousins? I think we got to say Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we got to say Kirk Cousins
in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's one more I'm missing. There's one more backup that I'm missing that we know. He has a name. Oh, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton in Carolina. They benched Bryce Young for him at one point.
Right.
Those are the three off the bat. If anybody in the chat can throw some other names in there that I forgot, just throw them in there. Chicago Clubhouse Network said, "What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's happening, man? Appreciate you being in the chat with us. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Hey, man, find us on Twitter, man. We might want to do a collab do some work together, man, and team up with some of these Bears podcasters out here, content creators.
My tag ain't down. There you go, right there. Oh, wrong finger. I forgot I'm here. But okay, so here's the thing.
Mariota, Andy Dalton, Kirk Cousins. Like, would you take what before we jump into the rankings? Would you take any of them over Tyson Bagent? Like, I mean, it's okay. Like, you could factor in his age or whatever, but one season for a backup quarterback.
I mean, honestly, me personally, like I Kirk Cousins as a backup, yes. Andy Dalton as a backup, probably, yeah. Who else? Mariota, not so much. Who was it? Jameis Winston, not so much.
Oh, Jameis.
Who else did I know from? None of the backups and none of the quarterbacks in Cleveland, even basically starter. Maybe Joe Flacco. He won a Super Bowl. So he won a very high pressure game.
They named him the starter.
Yeah, he the starter. So I didn't want to put him out there, but I threw that word out. None of Cleveland Browns, so I'm gonna take him off. But out of the rest of them, nah. Kenny Pickett ain't getting it. Gabriel definitely not getting it. Shador. I mean, Talent wise,
That's
maybe, but
hard
I
with
gotta
Shador.
see.
That's
But
hard. But I give
I
me
got
Bagent. Give me Bagent.
give me
I'll take
Bagent, give me Bagent, give me Bagent. Bagent give me like 50-50 chances. I don't know what Shador really would give me, especially like you said, after a few weeks of tape kind of thing. Who else? I'm trying to. Is Wentz the Chiefs backup quarterback? Wentz, the other the baby Red Rocket, Carlson
Oh, Carson.
Wentz.
I don't think
Is he the
he.
backup for the Chiefs? I'm looking
Oh,
at the,
is he?
yeah, I'm looking at the list and I'm trying to think.
Mason Rudolph.
That's
He
the
played a
back.
lot of football. Isn't he? Is he still in Pittsburgh? Where is he at now? He's not in Pittsburgh
I
no
think
more, is
I
he?
think that's the Chiefs. I guess he answered my question. Hopefully that's what you was doing. CCN. Because I don't like to say Chicago.
No. Well, look. So if we're comparing quarterbacks, regardless of what team they playing for, no,
Mhm.
give me Tyson over Mason, and Jimmy
Yeah,
G. Absolutely, give me Tyson over
over Jimmy G.
over yeah.
Yeah. Because there's some people that's like outside the outliers. People gonna bring up Sam Darnold from last year with the Vikings and Geno with Seattle, Baker down in Tampa. Um, a lot of those quarterbacks that had, I don't know, 3 to 5 years of trying. And a lot of those quarterbacks we putting him up against, a lot of them was Division I quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't fact check them because I'm the worst college football scout in the world. But for the most part, I'm thinking that a lot of them. But go. I mean, you can't go find me an undrafted Division II quarterback active in the NFL that's better than Tyson Bagent. How about that? Does that kind of even out the value of what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'll take Tyson Bagent over Anthony Richardson right now, who's the backup to I
Oh,
think it's
wait.
Danny Dimes, right?
That's tough, man. That's like the Shador one. That's kind of like the Shador one, but I
I'm just
gotta
saying,
say,
right?
give me Tyson. I
Give
gotta
me,
say, give me
give me
Tyson
Tyson. Like
because
the work ethic gonna be
I
there.
don't
Like
know.
intangible. Like
Tyson is in a good spot, and he has
that's
been fucking Johnson. I don't care what Ben Johnson about to what I don't know how old Tyson Bagent is now, but by the
I think
time
he's
this contract is up
26,
and his
25.
like he's ready to go, like leave the nest for real and go be a starter, go start pursuing those. I guarantee Ben Johnson has him ready. But
Ready. Second, third round pick, kind of, and some money come. Like they gonna want him. Somebody gonna want him. People, I mean, like I said, our fans wanted him to start over our first round draft pick.
what about Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones?
See, the thing
As a
about that,
backup, as a backup.
as the backup, the thing about it is what Danny Dimes is. Danny Dimes did have that good year and that good playoff run where he did take a team to the playoffs, and then I think he won a playoff game. So I have to credit him for that. Just off the bat. Like I got him that. And I know a lot of people like I think I know Jameis had like almost 5,000 yards 1 year, all this other kind of stuff. But I think I still take Tyson over Danny Dimes. I think I do because I don't know. I think we was talking about it in the green room earlier. Positives don't. I mean, F on your final grade is hard. Okay, I mean, you got to get like 3 or 4 A's to even to bring an F up to a C or a D range on your GPA. So for all those A's that they had, Tyson's a solid C plus student. Constantly, even getting better. Moving up to B. A lot of those guys got a lot of F's in certain places, even though they had A's. So the GPA still round out about like a 1.5, 1.75. if anybody know about GPAs and how that works.
Give me
Give me Bagent.
back up. I think we got, as Bears fans in chat, let me know if I'm wrong for this, because it's sometimes when you could be biased, in some moments you probably shouldn't be biased as a Bears fan. I think with Tyson versus Danny Dimes, we can be biased here, right?
The
This
NFL
is
is
a good
biased.
moment.
People are still crazy about the fact that he's finna start for the Colts. They're like, really? Really?
Jay
You know what I
walking
mean?
here go these non-football knowing dudes. Hey man, appreciate you showing up, man. We don't know football. Don't nobody know football apparently. So but
That's fine.
I know he being a little facetious, so it's all good. We not offended by it.
Not at all. But the
Crooked Mitch
fact,
coming in saying it can
go
be
ahead, hit
done.
those contacts.
Look at Baker. He was almost out the league or about to be a backup till he became a legit starter. And no,
I know you're gonna
that
bring up the
is.
outliers. Baker, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. Trying to think of somebody else.
But see, I look at it like this: like with these quarterbacks, like you might see Justin go down that path. You know what I mean? You might see like any of these young Anthony Richardson might go down that path. Any of these young quarterbacks, since we expect to see results right away, and it's more often than not, you're not going to see them right away. We don't give these young quarterbacks time to develop and grow in the league. And I feel like we're going to see more of the Baker Mayfield, the Geno Smith, the Sam Darnolds. That's going to be more because come on now, like how many times?
What's that? First overall picks?
Jared Goff. We got to put Jared Goff in there too.
4th overall picks. Yeah, we're talking about Tyson Bagent, an undrafted Division II quarterback, though. And look who we are arguing. Look at people who said you're putting him up there with like what happened with Baker or what happened with like some of these. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know if he was comparing the two, so to speak.
No, I'm not saying
Danny
he
Dimes
was. I'm saying that's what we're saying. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking about some of the players I'm talking about. I think every single one of them was drafted.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
And most of them was drafted high. And
you know what I mean?
Division II.
But I think he was division. Okay, so look, Tyson Bagent could have played D1. He decided to play D2. It takes a strong front office to go find Bagent in D2 and say, "Come on, let's do this." But I think Tyson Bagent was at the Senior Bowl, I want to say, and I think we coached Ryan. I think Ryan Poles and them was down there, and they found him. But anyway, I don't know if he was comparing Baker directly to Tyson Bagent.
I'm not saying anybody's comparing anybody directly to, but we're saying that the skill level, the work ethic of what Bagent is can be a like Baker who big time in college, big time coming out, big time, all this kind of stuff. He could catch up like a stock, like Baker's up here and dip down and they move up and then eventually they meet kind of thing. And that's what we're talking about for our number 2 quarterback. So when we get into this list, when I tell you, you already know where our quarterback group is, I'm like, how? And
so go ahead, jump into the list. Get the list out. Get the list out. This is ESPN rankings of QB rooms. The QB
so
rooms.
This is what they rank. Hold on, let me let my phone. So the list is NFL 2025 position group rankings, best worst team unit. That's the title. So we'll start off first with the quarterbacks. The quarterback room. Chicago is ranked 20th behind New England, Atlanta, Denver, Houston, Green Bay, Miami, Arizona, LA Rams, Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Chargers, and this is going back all the way up to 1. Washington Commanders, Philly at 5, Cincinnati at 4, Kansas at 3, Buffalo at 2, and Baltimore at 1. And this is what bothers me about the group, and then I'll let everybody else handle it because I've read this a couple days ago, and yeah, I just don't get it. I get the power of the top quarterbacks: Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick, Burrows. I can't think of Philly. Hurts. I guess Jaded, Herbert, Purdy. I guess Baker. All of those guys. I can see how it is, but when you the reason I said it earlier, Mark, about grading, like a school would grade your GPA total, right? So yes, some of these teams got an A in math, but they got a D in English, a F in PE, a D in art. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out like the ranking of, so I can't find 4 quarterbacks, 3 quarterbacks, and any of those 19 teams who are all above a C.
Okay,
Plus
so
or more.
I see where you're coming from, but let me. This is where I think this is where they're coming from, and I kind of agree with them. Not with the whole list. I'd have to look at the entire list and see who is who. But
what up? What up, little cousin? That's my cousin Taz.
Taz, appreciate you being in the chat, man. Hit that like button for us.
That like button,
man. Hit that subscribe button as well, man. The Black Bear Podcast, one word, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Rob, with my co-host, Chef Wes, in the building. Appreciate you, man. For sure, it's all love. But no. So look, Wes, this is what I think this was going on with this list, and this is why I think they ranked the Bears QB room.
The way they
21
did?
or
20.
20. We had 20. You said they got an A, but then they got a bunch of D's in these classes. They got an A in math. I'm gonna put it in your terms.
Go.
They got an A in math, but they got a D in gym. They got a D in general music or band. They got a D in there or F in their electives. The electives ain't go weigh them down as much as that math grade or your history grade or your science grade. You know what I'm saying? That's why because I agree with it. I mean, yeah, Bagent is better than their backup, but if you got Lamar Jackson, you're number 1. Your QB room is number 1. That's the way I think. That's the way I look at it. Okay. Same go with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Now Jalen Hurts, I'm not going there. I ain't going.
But I've said it to you already. I like Jalen Hurts. We had this conversation last year. I was like, I think Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott. I said that last year, and you was like, yeah. I'd say he ain't great at nothing. He's like Brock Purdy on steroids.
Right.
He's a game manager that can go crazy, that can take that period, that can do all that has an exceptional amount more talent than Brock Purdy does. Like, I think if the system broke down or somebody came in and the system kind of changed, I think Jalen Hurts would adapt more to that than Brock Purdy would when everybody want to put him. I think they even put him. Did they put him in front of
San Fran's 8?
San Fran's 8. All right, cool. Because Philly won a Super Bowl, so you gotta give him credit for that. But still, my thing is this: if every number 1 quarterback went out with COVID, XXXXL. It just only affected. It's like a biblical thing, first son kind of thing. You know what I'm saying in the Bible, and everybody first quarterback went out. I only see maybe, and I'm just guessing because I only can count 5 in my, but I would say 11 in front of Bagent. That pushes us up 8. And that's not even saying Case Keenum, because I can think that Case Keenum might put us.
But they're weighing the starting quarterbacks heavy. Like if you gonna give 3 quarterbacks, they're weighing the quarterback. The starting quarterback is 50% of the grade, 50% of the entire GPA. That's half your GPA. 25 go to the backup, 25 go to the third string. They're weighing it very heavy, rightfully so. But like there is some like Green Bay. I mean, Miami, Arizona, 14. Well,
for me, yeah. What's Arizona, Miami, Green Bay?
I like Kyler. I think Kyler's a really good.
I like him too, but I think pound for pound, it's it's. I don't want to call Caleb Superman, but that's my comic guy, right? But Superman versus like Black Adam or Shazam, I think pound for pound, I think he stands up to somebody. I think Caleb can stand up to some. Dak, Herbert, okay, I can say Kyler, okay, I think he can stand up too. Tua can stand up too. Love can stand up too. CJ can stand up. Caleb.
Oh, okay.
Bo,
I mean, yeah, but then
Bo can stand up too.
They feel about Caleb how this comment right here from Bear Truth. Bear Truth said, I say Bears got a B, but got a incomplete in one your main classes for time not spent in class. The incomplete is Caleb. I'm guessing you saying the incomplete. I don't know why Caleb's it would be incomplete. I think we know what Caleb is.
So why is like okay? So CJ only got like a semester more. Tua was out for a while, so he went down and he ain't really. And then you got Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and Drake May in front of him.
I mean, but they're too close to quibble with. You know what I mean? Like Drake May is one spot in front.
But who's behind Drake May? Okay, Atlanta. Like I said, I give Atlanta that. All right, cool, because Kirk Cousins. Denver don't understand. Houston don't understand. Love kind of really don't understand because I never had faith in them. It's not me because I hate the Packers. But that's like saying Danny Dimes. He had a good 1 year. Went to the playoffs, did all that. So did Jordan Love. So did CJ Stroud.
So how high would you put Caleb in the Chicago Bears room?
16? If they're 20 right now, I get 16. And I'm just saying that's my floor.
It can be done. But if we only go into 16, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? 20 to 16 is like okay.
And my whole thing is this: that would make more accurate sense to me. And I'm not saying we too far down, like it's ridiculous, like we're at 25 or something like that, or 30. My whole thing is how, and I'm trying to figure out how did they,
especially the New England, we could have been 19.
We could have been 19.
We really could have been 19 for sure. Like, there's no argument for New England over us.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, what was the calculations? Because who is behind Drake? Not Drake May.
Yeah, like they clearly rated the. I gave them 50%, but it was more than 50%. They rated those starting quarterbacks more than 50%.
90%. I feel like it was 90% extreme bias, and that's why we have this long conversation about the QB. But we got all the other groups to get to, people. We do, and then we can. And I'm gonna let Rob blame Ryan Pose for why we at some of these rankings. I'm just joking. Sorry, my bad.
Let's transition. Let's transition a little bit and let's talk about. No, we ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna listen to it. Look at it. Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, besides Pivot with us, people. We transition.
Wait.
Ben Johnson is. When is the last time a head coach has felt this good? Like coming in, like I said,
Mhm.
Wes, we disagreed on this one, but I thought they should have played week one preseason. They should have played week 1. They should have played week 2.
What?
They should have played week 3. What's
We
up?
didn't disagree. I said they should play week 1. Remember, I accelerated it. I said they should play week 1
Against the Dolphins?
against the Dolphins. A couple series before anything, before even the joint practice. Remember, we did a show, and I said that should have been excellent. Like couple series against the Dolphins, a quarter
After
against
the joint practice,
of course,
you
against the
was saying
Bills.
we can't stoop down to.
I
lesser
said
than-
I said I think this is why we didn't play. But if you go back, we'll go back to the receipts when you said, what do you think? How you think we should play over the practice? And I'm like, I think he would emphasize more on the joint practices. But I think week 1 game against the Dolphins, a couple series, maybe 2, 3 would be kind of extreme. Week 2 against the Bills is tougher. Give them like a quarter, like let them get it close to a quarter. And I said week 3 like a half, like you got to get ready and go out. And remember, we argued the fact of like people saying like injuries and all this kind of stuff. And your famous thing is football, injuries gonna happen, but you got to be ready to come in. Look at the Bengals. I think it is. The Bengals is notorious for not really playing players in the preseason, all that kind of stuff. And they always start off like 1-4, 0-5, like 2-3, like a lot of these teams. And we talked about it. Andy Reid plays his players in preseason games for the most part. I don't know if he did it this year, but his theory and the thought process of it is they're going to play some in every preseason game, whether it's a series, a quarter, a half, or whatever.
That's interesting.
That was what you quoting is after the kind of fact, and I was like,
after the joint practice, and
it was after the joint practice, and they dominated. Was like, well, they're not playing. I'm like, well, maybe they saw like they're not worthy enough to play it, but well before that, I wanted them to play 2 series. Look, if it's up to me,
it's fine.
If it's up to me, starters will play all 4 quarters, all 3 games in the preseason because I want to see it all. You know what I mean? Like if it's up to me, I would just say it. Well, before that, I said 2 series in the first game, half a quarter to a quarter in the second, maybe a whole half. And they don't have to be every single starter. Like Caleb don't have to play the whole thing, but I would see majority of the starters, especially that old line. That's what I said way before we even got into that part. I would like to see them out there in actions, like you call it, live rounds.
You was going pretty hard on the arguments for them not playing, and I guess you just had.
It was just a what if. It was of course. I got his back. I said this is what I think I think it wasn't. I saw the reports from the joint practice, and I saw a lot of Dolphins people and Dolphin Meek play. They were too rough. They were too bad. And then Bears was like, reporters said, so dominant. We was having our way. We were doing, and it's like, okay, is it worth it for them to try to get a get back? Something like that, maybe not.
Because those were starters that they would have played against. They played the Bills and they didn't play any starters.
Right, and then that was a thing that I think Ben Johnson. I said Bill because you said the Bills. Ben Johnson was saying like, I can't keep hiding Caleb from the national public. Got to put him out there. Think about our next 2 games. Our next games what 7:00 my time. It's 5, 6 o'clock my time.
What, Friday?
No, the last game was a 7. It was a night game.
Was a night game. And they gave us another one.
And they gave us another. So it's like I can't
stop that shit.
I can't hide them from that one. From those, I have to. You got to go out there. You got to do your job. You got to be looking. You got to look good. We're gonna make it look good.
If Ben thinking like that, look, I'm just saying. And I said this.
No, I'm not saying if he's looking like that.
He better stop because Ben has to change Chicago before it changes him, and it's that simple.
What?
He has to. He absolutely has to. So,
If he hide, then it's gone. If
do
he
your
even hit,
thing.
like I said, them F's gonna stack up, and no matter how many times you get an A, you need 4 A's for an F. Hiding them, it would have been. Think about what happened the first week that the starters didn't play. What everybody say? Caleb probably ain't right. That's not a good mix. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada. That's why I said today I want to talk about all the Michael Jackson pundits out there. We can talk about it a little later, but all those people who was like, "Oh, he's not ready. He's not this, he's not that." This style, that style. Remember, you helped me when we defended. Just give it time. He said he sees it, and Ben we trust. My whole thing is when you asked me that question, I was like, "Well, why do I think?" It's the only reason I could think of. It's just probably he would benefit from it. I can give him more reps in a different place. But let's go to Ben. I mean,
It's
Coach,
fine. It's
Coach
look.
Johnson. I'm not calling him Ben no more. I gotta respect him more. Let's go to Coach Johnson.
Ben Johnson was mic'd up for apparently the last week or two, whatever. They put this compilation together, and I just we got to keep praising Ben Johnson because we ain't had no Ben Johnson since I don't know who Mike Ditka. I don't know. We ain't had one in a while, but this is Ben Johnson mic'd
Not
up
like
at
this.
practice. I haven't seen the entire thing, seen a little bit of it, but so I'll be seeing this for the first time, and I'm sure all the Bears fans watching right now have seen this as well. But Ben Johnson mic'd up, and then we'll listen to his press conference. He'll talk about Tyson Bagent getting his deal. Talk about Caleb, some of the narratives around him, his progress, left tackle, everything. So when Ben speaks, we listen. That's exactly what we do here. So here's Ben Johnson, mic'd up.
How nice is this? Jeez, I'm not coming for you, man. I'm coming for my favorite guy. Could you run the 40 in right now?
He said, "Where's he at?"
Yes, you could. Yeah, yes, you could. Yeah, right now. I'll time you after this one, Case. Yeah, that's over 5. And 4-7. Here we go. Get somewhere running.
They made sure they did a cinematic.
You got all these
version.
2DBs names down yet?
No. We needed 4 new ones.
And 4 new ones.
Yeah.
Is DJ going to be the X or the Z today?
DJ is the that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez, OP. Theo looks like an O lineman, doesn't he? I mean, he's got the bloodied up nose right now. Love it.
Oh shit. You're right, dirty.
One-on-one today, bro.
I'm stoked. I'm super stoked.
I told you, Marcus.
What do you need today? Looks like we got fresh legs now. What do you think?
What you think? I told you, Mark.
I think we're running faster today.
He a fool with it. Go get it.
We need to get that out. We need that out.
Like I was saying, I haven't
Whatever
seen all
one
this.
has-
I know. I'm sideways commentating.
Dude, everything we did in walkthrough is a setup practice. Is to play off a play today.
Okay. I'm ready for that throwback.
Hey, Tyler, give me left hash. Tyler! I don't
There we
like this
go.
script. I'm going rogue. Going rogue. We're going rogue. Here we go. I'm going rogue.
Pause.
Did you hear him? Mark? I don't like this. I don't like what's going on.
So
I don't like this.
I just
don't
want
like
to say, in that quarterback series on Netflix with Jared Goff, this shit is real. He wasn't doing this just because he was mic'd up or whatever. He told Jared Goff, "Fuck the script. We ain't running the ball no more. It's pointless. We not running the ball no more. We're passing every time. Let's go." And they went out and did that. They went out and did that, just that. So when he say fuck the script, I'm going rogue.
I'm going rogue. I don't like it.
Oh man.
We losing too much here. We losing too much there. Let me go ahead and get in my bag. I'm going rogue. I'm finna start creating plays in between plays, on top of
On the
plays.
fly, because clearly the game plan, whatever the script was,
Whatever we thought we,
they got
whatever,
some other shit, and guess what? I got
whatever we
something.
thought we got. And how much did we scream last season about what was going on in the first half? Like, you got to come back. We had two total yards, negative total yards, no yards, nothing happened.
You got to
Hopefully they go back in the locker room and come back out. And what we do, come back out with 16 bubble screens. You know what I mean? Like, when he said, I'm going rogue, I don't like it. In his practice that he scheduled and he structured it this way and didn't like it. It said, you know what? I don't like what I just scheduled. It made me look bad. I ain't gonna tell y'all. No. On top of it, he's like, oh, okay. All right, exactly. All right, DA, I don't like it. You know what? Cool. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. Hey, offense, we finna go rogue. We finna just go rogue. In practice, he need an Al Iverson jersey. In practice, come on, man. We finna go rogue. They think they better than us. Come on, offense. We finna go rogue in practice.
Here we go.
Speed! Let's get it.
Look.
Give me speed!
Look. You saw it?
Hey, on the ball. Reload. Oh, hit it. Oh, good. All good. Caleb, break us down. Let's go. We got one-on-ones.
Cinematic. They had to do. They usually don't do mic'd up this cinematic.
I got the stick ball.
Yeah.
Don't give up the inside. No chance we're punting it from the 50. No chance.
There you go.
Hey, you better stay locked in.
Boom.
Is that the one? Is that the 1 yard line?
Told his ass, you
can't
better
do it
stay
again.
locked in.
Look.
You know
Look at him. Look at what he do. Look at his
There we
face.
go.
Look what he
There we
did.
go.
Nothing.
There we go.
No
We
response.
got routes. Catch. Good job, Buyer. We can't let him inside. All right. Let's go. Come get a sack, Miles. We are live. Speed. But you're 100% right, and I'm glad you feel that way. I feel the same way. So, last time we did it, the tight end was split out too wide, so I wanted to make sure that he was on the right hash. We'll be all right. We got a first. That's the best we've done backed up. So.
Yeah. It was a good positive play to start.
Darman! What up, 4-4?
What a good.
Yep. I was happy to see.
What up, you good?
Come out of the group. So. This will be a good one for us. I'm excited. It's all unscripted, so.
I'm assuming that last period was live.
Yeah. That's not good. That's not good.
You can't tell anymore. We don't know what's live and what's not live. Everything look live.
Two timeouts on offense and a half. This ball has to go in the end zone. Good job. I want this one here. You're going to hate it. I'm going to love it. 11. Hey! Timeout. That's a great start, though. The coaches, man, we're going to be here every step of the way, and we got your back. Believe it. Everything we're going to do is for the team to help us win. Break us down.
Now, before you say anything, I don't know if Bear Truth is still here. I gotta say, what you mean Ben Johnson ain't a fucking head coach? What y'all mean? Everybody who said that Ben Johnson, what if we know he's not a head? That's a head coach right there. And like I said, Mark, I want to point out. Did you see what I said about Caleb? You see what I said about Torrey? See about the other team? How he was joyful in a way, but still stern and strict. I forgot about when Ryan Poles came down. But yeah, he like, was that all live? He like, did it not look live?
Was that not? Or
not live?
What was that? I don't
Rogue
no more.
Rogue like an X-Man. Rogue, you can't see it. You know Rogue is an X-Man. You know she can change into anything and everything and everything. That's what Rogue mean. We can be anything and be everything. That's what this Bears defense is doing. At the gym watch, appreciate you.
Of course, and if you're tuning in to the Black Bear podcast, hit that like button. Hit that like button for us. Subscribe button for us. The Black Bear podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. This week we will be going live with this Wednesday and Friday night after the game. We do a post-game show after every game. We doing a preseason right now just to get our juices going, get our scheme and everything we gonna be running when the season starts. So
installments in.
hit that like button for us. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You see
It's
Chef
easy.
West to the right of me. I'm
It's
your host, Mark
easy.
Rob. Handles at the bottom.
It's easy to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Take you 3 seconds before you take a sip out your cup or a gummy out your bag. I had a gummy.
It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing.
And it's
It don't
free.
cost-
It's free. No tithes, no offerings, no nothing. We don't want you to come to penance or nothing like that. You ain't got to come to Bible study. I mean, come to bear study, but
Oh yeah, this bear.
that's
study.
what we do. This bear study,
Sure.
yeah.
We do it twice a week.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
I
Mark,
love
I,
Ben Johnson. I
you
love
got
Ben
to see the whole video. Now, how you feel about it? I told you I watched it 4 times today. How you feel about it?
You gotta have it actually made me miss playing football, especially when I see
Ooh.
some of the players come up to them because the coaches do be they try to be so hard and all the then the players come up. How you feeling, coach? You know, how your day going? They check up on you when you're a student athlete. How the class is going, they try to do it. Then you got to give it a little bit back to your head coach or whatever position coach it is. Ben Johnson was towing that line. You got to toe the line. You got to be cool. You got to be likable. You don't need to be an asshole all the time. You're going to have to be for sure. Absolutely. Because don't let them, the moment you let them think something is okay, they're going to think they can keep getting away with it. They grown men, but come on now. They're going to act like children.
Pull that belt off. I'll be able to quick with the make that snap. I don't know how old y'all is, but I got the real leather.
Together and smack.
Yeah, that smack. But no, another thing I want to point out, and because I had to see it a little bit again, I had to go to the bathroom. But like I said, I watched it 4 times. Look how he interacts with his staff. I ain't talking to you. I'm trying to come to my man. Talking like Case Keenum. He walked up on EB. EB came and said, whoa, big dog. And he like 5 inches taller than EB. Eric Bieniemy, like the shortest person ever. Big old. But you see, if you go back and watch, I want all y'all to go back, take it time. When he walked up on EB, he was like, whoa, hey, big dog, calm down. He looked at Eric Bieniemy, didn't say nothing. He kind of barked, gruffed at him a little bit, smiled, and they kept going. It's a fun, productive, mutual understanding. Like it's the only thing I can say to this. The one word that comes is one team, one man, one goal. And they all about it. He came out. We don't got this. Nah, we need that. We need to go get that. Oh yeah, we need after the like now, like you saying why we ain't got it out here. I forgot what he said, Buster Boom or whatever he's looking for. I can't remember exactly what he said. Well, we need that out here. Buster, Boomer, something like that. He said, whenever we in pass, you can get that Buster Boomer. What he was talking about. But he said, yeah, now we need that every time. We out here in pads. We need that. Hey, he said, hey, look at the Canadian Eagle. You know what I'm saying? He looked like an offensive lineman, blood on his face. All that kind of stuff, don't he? And like I told you, Mark, and I want to tell everybody that's watching us is look how he treated everybody else and look how he treated Caleb. And I know a lot of people will look at it like he don't like Caleb. He don't joke with Caleb. No, Caleb is the embodiment of Ben Johnson on the field. I'm pretty sure they have private meeting, a bunch of them. I'm pretty sure Ben Johnson is so invested in Caleb that inside that little meeting, they joke. They probably joke during film. They probably joke eating lunch, in a small little bubble. But when I don't know if that made a loud noise when I hit the mic, but when they on the field, you see how he look? Let's go. Let's get hot. Keep it moving. 18, yada, yada, yada. Break us out. Let's go. Who out the bam? You know what? He is. It's like you see with a lot of fathers who coach their sons. They coach all the other kids a little gentler, right? Like, hey, good job. Hey, good job. Good job, Mike. Aaron. But when it comes to their son, little Wes Jr., get it. Let's go, Wes. Hey, Wes, move. Hey, Wes. You know why? Because he gentles him at home in their own private setting. You see what I'm saying? So he get to give Caleb that more gentle touch in their own personal kind of thing. But outside, I need you to be me. On the field, when you're in that huddle, I think that in Ben Johnson's eyes, and what I think is, when you're in that huddle, I need everybody in that huddle with you, or everybody on that field with you, to believe you're the head coach. You can get them benched and fired if they're not listening or doing right. And you go out and do exactly what I would say do. You go out and do what I say do. And if you're doing that, I can handle everything else for you, Caleb. Hey, he not wrong route. Yeah, I saw it. Guess who ain't gonna get no more routes? Guess who ain't gonna no more catches? Guess who ain't gonna no more plays? You see what I'm saying?
Caleb talked about it in his not press conference, but in his little interview in the last game on the sideline. Last game, he talked about it, and he said Ben Johnson is a little nicer. He's nicer on game day than he is at practice. At practice, that's a motherfucker. That's basically what he said. At practice, he yelling, he doing all this. He's very. I bet Caleb don't know. He ain't gonna ever be confused at what Ben Johnson is asking out of him. There's no room for confusion. He ain't gonna make. Exactly. Ben Johnson will let you know. And I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not about to hee smile on your face when you fucked up. You gonna know exactly what my standard is, and that's what I love about Ben Johnson. Ain't no sugarcoating it at all. They're for what? These are grown men. You would think that they know what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to do, but believe it or not, they try to play around too. Another thing I did notice from that was speed.
You better be running somewhere.
You ain't heard you heard the word speed more than anything. What he said, Chef talking very smart. Work hierarchy. Yeah.
Y'all know me.
Yeah.
You know me. I know structure. I know military structure, and that's how it is. I have to have faith that it's just like Mark, we talked about this before. Like if I never want you to, but if you feel ill and you're like, hey, we have to do this post game. I ate something bad during the game. I can't do the post game. Whereas I need you to back me up and be just as good enough. It's not good enough to do the post game show for Bear Truth and all the people who's watching everything else. And I'm like, of course. That's what hierarchy is. That's what on the field coaches is. That's what we talk about, like Chris Paul's and Tom Brady's and all these kind of people. It's we have in a Marine. Sorry,
you're good.
In the Marine Corps, we have be my little general. So it's 4 types of generals: brigadiers, majors, be my little lieutenant general. I can't think of all of them right now, but it's different phases. That's why they have different stars, but they're all a point of general. Ben Johnson is the 4-star general. Caleb is the 3-star. And then some other people have generals or not general, whatever. But he has to be ready to step in. Like the president has a vice president just in case he needs to step. You know what I mean? And he treats his vice president with the same respect he would treat himself. I need you to be hard. I need you to be on them. I need to be that. I
got a question for you.
Yeah.
Based off everything you just said, and then Bear Truth, anybody in the chat that's watching right now, chime in on this. Do you think Caleb ready for that?
I think
like just that leadership portion. On the field, I'm not worried about. Do you think Caleb ready for that?
I think he is, because what a lot of people forget about it is those flashy, nail paint, Versace, like those kind of individuals, when they're not the center of attention or in charge, that's when they collapse. That's when you get the, no offense to some of these football players, that's when you get the Antonio Brown collapse. That's when you get the Ocho Cinco collapse. And I know these are some wide receivers, but that's when you get those kind of people. Johnny Manziel collapse. That's when you get those people collapsing. You know why? Because they thought that the power that they had was them. And anybody, and I'm talking as a grown man, my power still don't necessarily come from me. It comes from people who raised me, people who taught me, and things that I learned and things that I've been. See what I'm saying? So my father, my family, my job, service, my knowledge of doing, like, of watching football or being in that, all this other kind of stuff. Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, he ready. You right. That's what I'm saying. But it's all of those things. He's already been ready to be in the spotlight. Basically, Caleb Williams is an M16A2 service rifle. Ben Johnson is the clip with 5.56 in it. He can be up there chopping all he want, but without the clip and the rounds in it, you're not firing nothing. You see what I'm saying, Mark? So it's a combination of the two. And I think Caleb wants that. He wants that reinforcement. So when people say, hey, why did you throw the ball there? Because that's why I was supposed to throw the ball. But it got picked off. You messed up. And then Ben Johnson's going to say, I told him to throw the ball there. And in their own private, because he said, Ben Johnson's going to tell Caleb, I thought that was where we were supposed to go. We should have went there, blah, blah. And then Ben Johnson goes on to the presser and says, hey, that was my bad call. Shouldn't have never threw the ball there. Not on some Eberflus-ish and say, if I had to do it, I'll do it again. No, Ben Johnson, the kid, would say, we would have dumped it down or threw it away instead next time when we see stuff like that. You see what I'm saying about how, like, positive mentorship? You said about positive mentorship versus negative mentorship or no mentorship. Those guys before, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them either had negative mentorship or no mentorship. Like, I think Nagy had no mentorship. I wouldn't say Nagy was negative. I think he was more of a no. Negative stuff happened, but I think he was just like, no. He was just out there with his hands on his knees, like Megan Thee Stallions on some, thought shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But he needs that positive person that at the end of the day, that's going to come out and say, well, that's what I told him to do. If I come out here and do a show, like I said, Mark, scenarios, I come out and do a show. You text me, sick, can't do it. Wes, need you to do it. Come out. I do the whole show and they like, oh, well, why you didn't talk about this? Why I told that? Well, me and Mark talked about it. This is what the 5 things we hit on. Me and the other co-hosts or guests, we tried to run through it all, but we didn't get down to exactly what we needed to get to. And you can come back and be like, hey, look, they'll probably DM you and be like, what happened? He ain't talk about this. He ain't talk about that. We wish you was here. You be like, no. He went through what I told him to go through, and that's what it is. It's not West's fault. In totality, it's just what happened, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do in the environment that he had. And that's what Caleb is feeling, and that's how Caleb is right now. That's how I think. I forgot. I don't know if it's theory. Hypothetically, that's what I mean. Hypothetically, my theory speaking.
So, you talk about running a game plan. You got to run the game plan. You got to trust that. You have to trust Ben Johnson. Caleb has to trust Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson got to trust that Caleb is going to go out there and run his game plan, because if Caleb is going rogue, then now we got a problem, because it might work once or twice or 3 times, but I got a game plan. I've stayed up late every night for a reason, putting this game plan. Me and this coaching staff, JT Barrett, Declan
Declan.
Doyle. Yeah, we've
Mhm.
been staying up late putting this game plan together. So they got to have that trust factor when you say the whole hierarchy thing. When Ben ain't in that huddle, Caleb, he has to trust Caleb to be able to lead those other 10 men in that huddle. And when I ask y'all, do y'all think Caleb is ready? And I'm hearing yeses from everybody. You, Oliver.
Yeah, but
Oliver,
because
appreciate you
remember,
being in the chat.
even Ben Johnson said, I don't know if it was in a practice or a preseason game. He said, "Oh, that was on me. I should have sent him out there with the play I wanted to run, the play I wanted him to audible to, and then the play I wanted him to say, hey, I'm just going to do me on. I'm going to fix that." You remember when Ben Johnson said something like that? I forgot what it
Yeah,
was.
and that's because Caleb got frustrated because
Oh, the headset
the
went out.
headset went out.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. And Ben
and
Johnson learned from that. He said, I need to send him out with
but
3 good plays.
he also said Caleb needs to just go to his favorite play. Go to your you know the
Yeah,
playbook.
but the third play, the third play could be your favorite play. Hey, Caleb, do my, Mark Z2, do my West 3-5, and then I'm gonna add my Caleb 2-1, right? Go out there, he look, Mark 2-5 ain't gonna work. West 2-3 ain't gonna work. Kill. Caleb, whatever. And then go and then make the play. He said that 9 times out of 10, he wants Caleb. I wouldn't say 9. I wouldn't say 7 times out of 10. I think, realistically speaking, 7 times out of 10, he wants Caleb to run the play that he runs. But sometimes he wants Caleb to be comfortable enough to run Caleb's play. Because even if I run and I go hike and Ben Johnson play don't work, Caleb has shown, and he said it himself, if we get beat, Caleb's ingenuity, we saw it twice in that preseason game. Actually, well, yeah, twice. Let's call it twice. When he scrambled and tried to throw it to OZ, and he scrambled and tried to throw it to Rome. Both incomplete. But you saw Caleb scramble, but he didn't remember he used to scramble for what it felt like 8, 9, 10 seconds, just zigzagging all the way back almost to the end zone kind of feel. But he did what he was supposed to do on one play, did what he was supposed to do on the next play. When he knew he couldn't do neither one of those, he dirted the ball. I can't even tell you. Can you give me anybody that's watching can find the film on it? If you can't, find me, it was 17 weeks. So find me 17 plays where Caleb just threw the ball in the dirt and gave up on a play.
Okay. Look. And this is a lot of, because when we talk about a lot of these targets, and I want to give my opinion on Caleb being a leader. But when we talk about a lot of these targets, like, okay, let's talk about Rome, the 53 catches on 100 and some targets. And people say Caleb's deep ball was bad. I'm telling you, a lot of those just uncatchables that just was not even close. Those were throwaways. Like those were throwaways. But people will come on here and say
I defend you on
Caleb
that.
was just sailing balls. And it's like,
no,
yes, he did.
He did
sell some. But a lot of these balls that people, his deep throw accuracy is this and that and the third. Trust me, those were throwaways. And it was clear that the balls were so bad you can tell that they were throwaways. But people are going to say they weren't even close to DJ Moore. Or that wasn't even because it was a fucking
don't say
throwaway.
DJ. Call it Roma Doomsday because that's
no, all of it. It wasn't just he wasn't the
not
only
a lot, all of them.
It was Keenan Allen. It was DJ Moore. Roma. I didn't even need to say. I say Rome because 50 catches and 100 targets.
26
miscues
was scales, and then Rome had his bads.
Whatever. I'm really talking about the ones that went over the receivers' heads that they chalked up as bad deep balls from Caleb. It's like, yeah, he had them, but trust me, he was throwing those fucking passes away. Those were throwaways. He just chucked that motherfucker. But he had his but no, I really do. I want to, because everybody say yes, Caleb is a leader. I really want, that's what I wanted. That's the question I asked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's completely there yet.
I think Caleb is a leader. The thing is, you can be a leader. You can have the poise and natural abilities to be a leader. The question is, how do I do it? It's like anything else in life. How do I do it? Our podcast, when you brought me on, I can talk Bears. I can watch games. I can look up stats. How do I put it into this podcast with 2, 3, 4, 5? How can I do it? It's something that you kind of learn. Like even you, we've had how many conversations we had about, hey, Wes, this is what I think you should do. All right, Mark, I think I should do this and that. It's like, oh no, I like this, but this is this and this is that. You know what I mean? It's manufacturing. What people are saying when they say Caleb is not a leader, they saying that he doesn't have the intellect competency to be molded into being a leader. I can tell anybody who paint their nails, go to Fashion Week and all this kind of stuff, they can change. You see what I'm saying? Like they change because he's gonna change his nail color. He's gonna change his clothes. He's gonna mold with the fashion scene. For all those people, I didn't see it in the comment yet. I ain't gonna say the word, but you know what I'm going at, right, Mark? All those people who condemn him for those kind of things, he can change. He changes nail polish every week, changes clothes every week. So that's a person who can change for the better for them. If he can do that for how he look, he can do that for how he plays. He can go in. You see what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, because like I said, I got a bunch of yeses that he is a leader. He can. I think he can be a leader. I absolutely think he can get there. I don't think right at this very moment, I don't think he's the leader that we necessarily need right now. We need him to be.
So what's the
he's not there
original
yet.
question?
I don't think he's there yet.
What's
I'm
the
just
original
asking,
question?
do we believe, because I was talking about the hierarchy, and he's got to be the leader of those other 10 men in the huddle when Ben Johnson isn't there. And I asked, can he do that? Like we got Oliver.
Can he be a leader? Yes.
He said yes, and
you said can. You didn't say is he the leader of the hierarchy?
Look, I'm not saying nobody's wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. Yeah, you got I'm just talking.
All right.
I don't think he give it another 2 years. I think he'll be that.
So you don't think he can?
Bonafide.
Do you think he can be that leader?
This season, this season or in 2 years? I think he
no, just can.
I don't think he
just
can do it.
Just can because we didn't have a time frame. You just said,
But that doesn't matter. I don't think that matters to the point I'm trying to make.
That's not the question you asked. That's all I'm saying. You didn't say is he the leader? You said can he be? That's what I'm saying. Now I'm confused. That's what I'm clarifying.
It's such
I
small,
thought you said
though. You should be confused because it really don't matter. Can he or is he or what? It really don't matter. I don't think he's the leader that we need right now. Because if you want to say because if it mattered, you would be trying to say that I'm saying he can't ever get there, and I'm not saying that. So I just
and
said
I'm not either. That, but you said the same thing.
Right
you
now,
said
no, he's not.
Do I think he is the leader right now? No, I am saying he is learning to it. That's why I say he's learning to embody Ben Johnson. That's why Ben Johnson treats him the same.
And that's fine. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong. Oliver not wrong. And Bear Truth y'all not wrong. That's fine. I'm not combating anything y'all say.
I'm just clarifying for them. And I'm not knocking nothing. I'm just saying the question versus the answers. Because you said, can he be the leader? And then you said, I think he can in 2 years. And I think
the leader that we need. I definitely don't think he's that.
He was the leader right now. I'm saying that he is being groomed, is what I was saying. That when he goes in the huddle,
but that's fine.
That's what he should be invoking. That's why Ben Johnson.
What I'm saying is, basically I left. There was what I was saying. There was really no room to rebuttal. Because it wasn't really like a it wasn't it wasn't a this or that type of thing. What I was saying, but Bear Truth saying I disagree with you, Mark. I think he is the right fit, and I think so too. The fire that he has when they complete a touchdown or a big play, you see this dude go straight full on Avengers mode, like he finna transform on the field. He yells, he screams. He got that fire in him. I'm telling you.
Okay.
But I what I see, what he will be, he ain't that right now. He's definitely not that right now. He's very much still young and not a child, but he's very much still got to mature a little bit more. Bear Truth said, I think he's a young leader on a young team and a guy who appears to be all about football, and he will be that dude with experience. Absolutely, he will be that dude with experience. Absolutely. But I do think that huddle, when Caleb is in that huddle and Ben Johnson is in there, I definitely think they all still need Ben Johnson, because Ben Johnson can't.
Yes.
I mean, not Ben, but Caleb can't do it. He can't lead those other 10 guys right now by himself, is what I'm saying.
In totality, no. I don't think he can. I don't think he can either. My whole thing of the thing when I said it, it was a mirror image. It's all right, Caleb, this, Caleb in the huddle, whether it's in the earphones, practice, or whatever, and then he goes out, and all Ben Johnson needs from Caleb is mirror what I want. I'm going to give you what I want. I'm going to give you what happens is what I don't want happens. And because I respect you, I'm going to give you what you want at the end of it. And just like you said, if Caleb keep doing the third way too many times, him and Ben Johnson going to have a problem. Caleb, which I think, and this is a leader trait, young leader trait, is I'm still going to listen to my mentor and go with it. And then I'm going to question what happened, why it didn't happen. And then I'm going to turn around. It's like having a teenager. And I'm going to turn around and say, Dad, well, I did what you said and it didn't happen. Why not? Well, this is why and this is why. Well, I thought this would be a good thing. And then you go, and it happens sometimes when you have kids or younger employees, or not younger employees, but other people and all this other kind of stuff, where you get I've been doing this for 15 years. You've been doing it for 3. That's a good fucking idea. I didn't see it that way. All right, cool. Good job. Now I know I am teaching you, actually not teaching or instruction. I'm mentoring you to come up with own ideas of your own. And now you're bringing them back to me. And now we collab. That is going to take some years. Caleb just needs to, can still be a leader, period, with just mimicking what his head coach, offensive coordinator is telling him, because that's the best for the entire offense anyway. Now, if he goes rogue, like I said, if he goes Caleb on the third every single time, if he scramble every single time, if he, you know what I mean, like kills every single play, like all that kind of stuff, that's not learning and not being mentored. I didn't see that against the Bills. That's why I say Caleb is a leader. Caleb is coachable. Caleb does believe in Ben. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't take
no.
2 or 3 years.
What you said is absolutely right. That there's nothing wrong about what you're saying. That's my thing. I'm like, I didn't disagree with you, Bear Truth, or Oliver, or anybody in the chat. I didn't disagree at all. But
But you said it's 2 or 3 years. Leadership is 2 or 3 years away. What leadership is 2 or 3 years away?
Before he can get in that huddle and lead those 10 men, like legitimately lead, and they're going to follow. I can guarantee you they're following Ben right now. They're all following Ben. He's so like wet behind the ears right now. They're not going to just follow Caleb. They're going to follow Ben. You know who? You ask me in
Ask Tom Brady. He said it. His first 6 years,
exactly.
They didn't follow him. He just embodied what Bill was saying, and he learned, and they reflected, and they came back. If you ask the players, almost none of them. This is why Bill Belichick wrote this book and got this 20-year-old girlfriend, because he feels scapegoated because Tom Brady's the GOAT with 7 championships over 20 years, quarterback, all this other stuff, pretty boy, go to get the all this other kind of stuff. He's like, oh, but I did this, I helped that, and then Robert Kraft is still in his bag about I was there too. But Tom is the forefront of it. You know why? Because even when Tom basically didn't know what he was doing, he understood what needed to be done.
When Tom first started playing, they were not following Tom over Bill Belichick. They weren't following Patrick Mahomes over Andy Reid. I bet they'll do it now. I bet they'll follow Pat now. They could, because he got.
You see the documentary?
I know. Look,
it's not now.
So you're saying they will follow Caleb over Ben Johnson right now? That's what you're saying?
Not over.
If you're not saying
not over, not saying over, but they listen to Tom. Even Drew.
Okay, stop talking about Tom. Let's talk about our quarterback. Let's talk about.
All right, let's talk about our quarterback. I am just talking about what happened.
They are
what happened.
Following Ben, because Caleb is learning right now too. He's very much learning. Just this offense. Shit, Cole Kmet might know the offense better than Caleb right now. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying there's no need, there's no reason.
And who's the better teacher than peers? It's education 101. Hey, look, this and this, and they're gonna say, hey, Caleb, he gonna say, he wants us to do this. And Cole Kmet or Loveland or Burton or whoever, they're gonna say, Caleb, what you don't look confident. Well, I think he's like, well, we do too. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in this set, we're gonna kill. What I said is when the kill becomes too much, the rogueness become too much outside of Ben Johnson, that's when the team will fail.
What am I saying that's making you know what I mean? What am I saying that's getting a disconnect?
I feel like you said that they don't like. We should put Bagent in there, or we should put anybody in there. Like we can put anybody with.
I said that's what you feel like I'm saying about Caleb Williams.
I do kind of. You're saying because of a lead, not in his talent. I'm not saying about how good he is or talented he is. Somebody of equal talent, but that's not Caleb. That's going against. I feel like you're going against his personality of Caleb. In a way, to say that
love everything about Caleb. Love everything about Caleb.
They're not listening
biggest
to
Caleb fan on the show.
They are, but I think they would be if Caleb went into the huddle and be like, "All right, cool, we gonna run this."
You think they're not gonna run the play?
No. We're gonna run this.
Caleb,
we're gonna run this.
They're gonna run whatever Caleb calls in the huddle. That's not. We're talking about leadership, though. Like leadership is deeper than just. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about leadership,
even outside of the field, like I hear them, they like, hey, look, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. All of them.
Trust me, Caleb has ways to go. He has a couple years.
Oh yes, he has
a couple years to go before he's cemented, and that's why I'm saying.
Cemented for sure. Like no, cemented for sure. I think he is.
What did I say that was off? That I think you said you feel like
I think you feel like Caleb is
young.
It'll be a point. It'll be a point. It'll be a point where Caleb leadership ain't leadership-ing. And I feel like I think it is.
No.
His coachability is not coachability-ing. And that's not enough. The only reason that I'm just put
Caleb down, and I'm
not putting him down. What I'm saying is, the only reason he had that good drive is because Ben Johnson was in his ear, or Ben Johnson said, "Hey, look, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2." That my whole thing is Caleb. You got to get to Caleb because even before Ben Johnson, we seen him go through, like you said before in last season, brimfire. Even against the Vikings to go into overtime, screaming on the sidelines to know we're gonna go for it on 4th and 1. Like all of these things, I don't think after seeing him do all of that, that's like a young hustler who finally got his way, and then you like, well, that was the streets. This is Wall Street, and it's like a hustle is a hustle,
my
dog.
gosh. I'm talking about
I'm
leading
asking.
a football team in a way other than what you're doing on the field. I'm talking about you are first of all, no,
You are
don't pause
comparison. He's right here, right now. Right here, right now.
Okay,
Different thing
all right,
there.
that's
Right
fine.
here, right
Look,
now.
let's move on.
Right here, right
Let's
now.
move
on
because
next.
I feel like there's too much of a disconnect, and there shouldn't be a disconnect.
I thought you meant on the field. You're talking about outside of the field.
Leader.
He is off the field.
Not just throwing the football to somebody. I'm talking about
100% off the field. Don't even need no more classes.
Okay. I think it's gonna take 2 more years.
Classes.
We were talking about Ben Johnson, though. This is where we were, and Ben Johnson spoke today. Ben Johnson spoke about Tyson Bagent's contract, where Caleb Williams is in his progression in this offense and everything in between. Here's Ben Johnson in today's press conference.
Can't hear.
There's one update. Terrell Smith gone for the season.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can anybody hear?
Do not buy the product.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
You saw from Caleb.
Bet you
Hear it now.
bet you can't hear.
Offense.
All right, it's not just you.
Yeah, I thought the communication was very clean. I thought he heard the plays well from me, and then he communicated it well in the huddle, and we really didn't have many issues in terms of getting lined up with plenty of time. There's one time he flipped the protection, which was great to see. I thought he saw the field really well. I thought he played with
I hate how people act like the kid can't
there's certainly some things
flip
that we
protections
can build upon
and
there
view what
and
see
keep
what he
getting better
sees
at.
out
We
there.
kind of highlighted those going forward. And so no, I thought it was a good start, encouraging for the whole group to kind of get out there, go through that pregame process, night before the game, day of the game, get out there and pregame, and then you don't start with the best conditions. I'm talking about your first drives on the -8 to start the game, and yet they didn't bat an eye and just took it one play at a time. And
I'm gonna come back to that
the whole
comment.
group did a nice job there.
And I have a question for you about Andy Reid, since you guys are playing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
As a guy who came up as a young offensive coach, what have you loved about studying him and watching his offense? What do you respect about the way Andy Reid runs an offense?
Yeah, I mean, what I love about him is he's done it for a long time. So you can go back to Philly, and early on in Philly, it was West Coast offense really at its core. And now when you look at the offense, it's evolved so much. And so I think he does what all the good coaches do. And they continue to push the limits a little bit and find out what their guys do well. And I think he's really been the epitome of that. He's done a great job of whoever his quarterback is, he's going to find a way to have success on offense. And you can tell the players love playing for him. He's authentic. He's true to himself. And we have a number of guys in the building here
that were at Kansas City at
And
some
that's how it's
point,
supposed to
and,
be.
and I mean, I just love picking their brain.
Mama
Find a way to have
Blues.
success
He's
with
like the
whoever
GOAT
your
right now in
quarterback
this
is.
league. He's the one that I'm at the owners' meetings,
Yeah,
and
Mama Blue showed up tonight.
you know, you get a bunch of the head coaches together, and they kind of like they
Hit that
part
like button for us,
the Red
Mama
Sea
Blues.
for him, and he walks on up because he's held in such high regard. And so I thought it was pretty cool to see that for the first time at the owner meetings this year. So
You know him at all?
I've gotten I got to talk with him a little bit there at the owners meetings, and you know, he and his wife are both really welcoming to new coaches, particularly first time coaches. And so I know his wife, I think, reached out to my wife before that event, and then you know, we had a couple conversations while we were there. So that's about the extent of it.
You able to confirm the Tyson Bagent extension?
Yep, done deal.
Done fucking deal.
Obviously, you know, in
Check.
respecting that Caleb Williams is your starter, Tyson Bagent, of course, considers himself starting caliber level. Do you consider him, like, does he have that in him to be a starter in the National Football?
Yeah, I don't think there's.
Here we
any
go.
question
Here
about
we
it.
go.
He's I've really been blown away by his approach from the spring to the start of camp to where we are now. He does a tremendous job knowing what to do, how to do it, and getting it done. So I don't think you can have enough talent in that room. I think we actually have one of the best rooms in the NFL, certainly that I've been around in my
Preach,
career,
Ben.
from top
Preach.
to bottom. I mean, we got
The
3,
best.
4 guys that can play in this league, and so
The best.
I feel really strongly about where we're at right there.
I was being nice by
What
saying
you've seen from Tyson
16.
Bagent?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, you come in a new situation, and of course, I'd seen a little crossover tape over the last few years of him being out on the field, but the people in the building already had such a high opinion of him that no, I wasn't surprised by anything that he's done so far.
Specifically with his
No,
approach,
it's,
what blew you away, and what has left an impression on you about him?
Yeah, no, he and I are probably wired very similar. Just when he enters a room, he's usually all business, and so
They
to get him to
distant
crack a
cousins.
smile sometimes is a challenge, which we like to do. We like to, as coaches,
I'm
you
just
try to
playing, my
find that
bad.
right balance of having a little levity at times, but at the same time making sure what we need to get across gets across. And so we try to loosen him up. So because he's so serious about his job, he wants to do so well, and he wants the team to do well that he's always locked in. So I can appreciate that about him because I can relate.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Games. Caleb was saying that you're calmer in practice, and Tyson said that you're more likely to get cussed out in practice. So, do you recognize that about yourself? And
Yeah, they both said it. Caleb
Well, yeah,
and
we're
Tyson
trying to
said
create
it.
a certain atmosphere during practice that is more challenging than what the games are. So, yeah, they feel the pressure in practice, and then on game day, they all know that we're all on the same team, and we're all pulling the same direction. So, it's really by design.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of time left in training camp, but you're nearing the end.
Yes, baby.
Thinking back to some of the objectives that you laid out when it was starting, are there a couple that you think you guys have done a really good job of covering to this point?
Yeah, you see growth in each and every one of them. You know, I think I always start with the fundamentals and the technique of each position group. I think you see it. It needs to still continue to improve because it's not going to be a finished product here in September. You know, we'll be playing our best ball December and January, and so we're still in that race to play with better pad level, to tackle better in space, have better eye discipline.
What I said about Tom
on
Brady,
defense.
Mark?
I mean, there's things like that show up each and every week
Every snap is
that we continue to
valuable.
hone in on and talk about. But you see, I mean, I was joking with the coaching staff the other day about you know, pulling up some of our RVAs from phase 2 or phase 3 in the springtime, and man, we didn't look like a team that's going to win many games this year. And yet now, just to see where we've come, you know, we've made tremendous strides in that regard. So I'm encouraged with where
we're
we're
at. We're gonna win a lot of games.
You know, like you
That's
said,
what he
camp's not over yet, so there's still some time that we got to get a little bit better situational football. You know, we had the end of the half situation there the other day. Didn't capitalize on that. In fact, we put ourselves in a tougher spot by allowing the other team to have a field goal before halftime. So there's a number of things that we continue to get better at.
You had
Man,
Caleb,
you
you
all
had, you had
concerned?
Caleb in the shotgun. I think 7 of the 14 snaps he was out there. We've talked a couple times about how this isn't going to be the Lions offense. This is going to be the Bears offense. Is there a balance between you want him under center to do the stuff that you do, but is there an area where he's strong in the shotgun in certain situations? How do you?
Yeah,
Duh.
I think he's most comfortable there. That's what he's
Right.
been
You
all
fucking
college
what?
and a lot last year as well. So
Is there an area where
there's
he's
a balance.
stronger
We're
in the
gonna do what's
shotgun?
best for
Dumbass question.
for the other players on the field as well, and what's best for that particular play to have success. So I think he looks just as natural under. I mean, hell, we had a 7-step drop from under center drop back the other day, which you don't see really many teams do anymore in this league, and he was just fine working through his progression. So I think we're going to have the ability to do whatever we want any week.
Ben, are you at all concerned with?
What's your perspective on Jonah Jackson when he leaves Detroit? He takes that big deal in LA, and then nothing goes right for him out there. You guys brought him in really quick after you got hired. What was your perspective on just the whole situation? What did you know about him, even as things were going wrong in LA?
Hi, bro.
Yeah, I can't speak too much on the LA situation. I just know who he is. I was in
Bye-bye.
Detroit when he was drafted out of Ohio State. We had a great
What you say,
relationship,
baby?
whether I was a tight end coach or the coordinator. He's a guy that I believe in, and we're very fortunate to have him here. I think we're going to get the best version of him this year. Thank you.
You don't have to be a VIP to get more than just
All right.
savings.
Oh shit, my bad. Damn, I was live.
Nah.
My bad.
No, you're
Down for
good.
him.
All right.
Ben Johnson. I was.
So look, that's like I said, when Ben talks, we listen, because this is one of the few coaches that's not gonna go up there. He gonna give a little bit of coach speak. That's his job, but he gonna give you the real, the raw. It ain't gonna be uncut, but he gonna give you the real and the raw. And look, talked about preseason, and I don't know if y'all heard, but there were Lions players that came out and said, "Yeah, we know that shit. We knew it. We seen that we were in that." He called those same plays with us in preseason.
St. Brown and Jameson, the running back.
Was that who it was? I don't know who
That's
it was.
who
but
it was. Those guys.
Ben Johnson is, and I talked about this last week, and I talked about this during the offseason. You have to be maniacal as a play caller. You can't be regular. You can't be just a regular. You got to be maniacal, maniac. You can't just be a regular human being calling plays, or you're not gonna succeed. You might have a couple good games. This man is maniacal. He will. He will call
look,
plays.
It made them the best team in the NFC North. I'm just saying, even if it's the same plays,
I'll take it a step further. It
made them one of the best teams in the NFC.
Top 3 best offenses in the league.
All right. Ooh,
in the league.
Man.
So
top my top. Go
Ben
ahead.
Johnson is maniacal. He's so maniacal. He's not afraid to take. If he's going, okay, so we got Minnesota Vikings week 1. This man will look at every fucking thing you struggle with. Brian Flores, every play you struggle with, we ain't been repping it. That is not part of our scheme. But guess what? Y'all can't stop this. So I'm gonna make us we gonna put this into our scheme. That's maniacal. Like this narrow-minded play calling shit. He just gave Andy Reid credit. He said when he was in Philly, Andy Reid was a West Coast offense dude. Flat out. That's what it was. He said now that he got Patrick Mahomes, he got all these, he got Travis Kelce, whatever he got going on in Kansas City, it look a lot different now. It look a lot different. You have to call plays that fits your quarterback. And that's what I've been saying. People keep talking about Caleb's struggles this offseason, and I know people think he struggled during the season, but that's a whole different story. But this offseason and in training camp, but guess what? When it's time to lock in and play a real fucking football game, you don't think Ben Johnson gonna have everything that Caleb is good at, everything that the O-line can block, everything that DeAndre Swift is good at running, every route that he's good at running? Well, what are you talking about? It's practice. They're working on shit, and he's gonna call out the bullshit.
Exactamundo.
Maniacal. The man is maniacal.
All right, cool. So I'm finna dump down and I'm finna jump on, and I know this is probably not what people want from podcasts. I'll yell at Mark later on. Like I said, we got 17 weeks to disagree. But he's right. I'm going to give you 375 things during this preseason. Get 375 things. I
can you do?
only need 94, 72 to win exactly 17 games. Because most defenses have the same weaknesses. Safeties, corners, linebackers, defensive line. Defensive line is great. Get it out quick. We'll hit them over the middle. Did y'all not? Well, hold on. Did y'all not watch the first series? The second series? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Ben Johnson stopped calling plays, I think, after, if I had to go lean into the first quarter.
Did he?
Yeah. I'll find it. I will find it for you guys. But he said after like the first quarter, I think ish, Declan Doyle was calling the offense.
Which is usually how it goes.
And
like,
then after that,
for sure.
I think JT Barrett or something was calling like the second half or something like some crazy like that. Don't quote me. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying 3 people called the offense the entire game. Ish. Maybe 4. But at least 3 people called the game. Defensively speaking, Dennis Allen called maybe the first quarter-ish or more. But Al Harris called majority of the game on defense.
Look, these coordinators, or not even coordinators, assistant coaches, depending on how this season look, they might get jobs next year. Al Harris might be a D coordinator next year.
That's gonna suck.
You know what I mean? Like
it's gonna
they
suck.
Might go get jobs.
It's gonna fucking suck. Hopefully, the job
Now,
they have to go to, Bieniemy not going nowhere.
But, he was already
Roshar. I don't think those 2 is going anywhere. But the rest of them, and I even think at the fourth quarter, our hometown kind of hero, because other than Derrick Rose, I don't speak of nobody else who's our hometown hero. And I know a lot of people going to bring up somebody else's name, but hey, that's that cousin we don't talk about. I think now I can't think of his name. Oh, you want me to say I think his name?
I don't know.
The wide receiver who's our wide receiver coach.
Antoine Randall Ellis.
Randall. No, I'm just saying. Hometown hero.
Guy you said we don't speak about. Who is that?
Isaiah Thomas. I'm talking about people from Chicago that Chicago still love.
I get it, but God, shit. Okay.
I don't care how great he did and nothing. Un poquito.
I didn't know Chicago still loved Isaiah Thomas.
Not at all. That's what I'm saying. I said we like Derrick Rose so much.
And he was the
Antoine.
guy.
No. Isaiah Thomas is the one we don't speak of.
Right.
Derrick Rose is the pinnacle of Chicago born, Chicago bred, who is Chicago owned. Antoine Randall L. Ooh, I know, because I know it's ours. Like at the same time, I think he called like the fourth quarter or half of the last, something like that. That when we talk about like what you were just saying before about like Ben Johnson's transition to like Caleb on plays. Ben Johnson is in the off season. Hey, I know what I'm going to do. Let me go do mine. Let me get my reps in too. Do I need to, just like Caleb was in the series with the first and second series? Once the first and second series done, Ben Johnson's like, all right, I'm done. Who wants to take over Declan? Come on, you call this game. I'm
Well,
going
I mean,
to
yeah,
watch.
and yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
that's how it usually goes. Like I think Matt Eberflus let Matt Nagy's let they in the preseason they'll give up the reins. I just didn't know Ben Johnson did it.
Ben
early.
Johnson did it, and Dennis Allen did it.
Yeah, Dennis is he's a vet.
Dennis did it too. They all did it. But the thing about it is, I forget. I wish I would have saved it. I'm gonna start trying to save this for y'all for what I see every single day. That's why when y'all see this little damn, where my Twitter shit at over here? Hefner West 87 on Twitter. Come on, send me the shit that y'all see too, or to the Black Bear Podcast on Twitter. Send it at us so we can see what y'all see. Because I try to send it all to you, Mark. I be trying to send you stuff 2-3 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. What I saw was they asked Ben Johnson. It was a clip. It said, well, you didn't call it. He said, no. He said, well, there's a preseason. He said, no. I may not see something that Declan sees, and I may give Declan a series or two to see how you do.
Give him that experience, call and play.
Yeah, give him that experience to call plays. I can't get a first down. I'm Ben Johnson. I can't get a first down. I'm creative.
I think we had, you know what's crazy? I think we had like 20-some first downs, or it might even be a crazier number than that this past game. But I digress. Keep going.
We had 27 first downs in the first quarters over 17 games. That what you asking?
No, I said this last game. I think we had like crazy.
Oh, we had something crazy.
Down. Yeah,
crazy. You know what's crazy about it? I can tell you the Bears stats. I just saw it. I was just looking at it. Preseason stats. But every single 32 teams for the Bears, Verizon won't let me look at it.
Remember, we went undefeated last year though in the preseason. So
I know. But we didn't have. The thing is, that was games, but our numbers wasn't this. Oh shit!
So look. Why you find that? Yeah, why you find that? Let's keep talking about the preseason because the Bears starters will be playing. We do know that the Bears starters will be playing against the Chiefs starters, which we just heard Ben Johnson mention. Andy Reid and the Chiefs their starters will be playing. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Out of all the teams in the entire NFL, and I'm gonna go bottom for top, just to make y'all understand what I mean.
This is just
preseason out of all 32 teams, just for fun. And I know we win. We're the off-season preseason champions. First downs, we are third in the NFL in first downs total. We are first in rushing yards total. We are first in passing yards total. We are first in receiving yards total. And we are first in points total. That's the 5 categories they calculate in the preseason. Period. So out of 5 categories that the NFL calculates, which is passing yards, receiving yards, first downs, rushing yards, and points, the Bears are first, third, first. Daddy. And this is, yes, my daughter. I want it possible.
Preseason stats, people. It is preseason, and
this. I've seen preseason stats before that, and the Bears was always top 10, never above top 5, except for 1 or 2 categories, which is usually receiving or rushing.
I mean, look, I
Now,
can't say
does
much
that mean
on
does
it
that
because
mean
it is
anything?
preseason. Yeah, I can't say
Right.
much.
And you see how we have to throw our hands up. But when Caleb misses net, when Ben Johnson say we're 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, still installing, when we're doing all this kind of thing. This is my whole thing about the ain't nobody talking about the 3 interceptions that Jaden Daniels threw the other day.
Jaden, yeah, no, Jaden.
Nobody talking
I
about the
can
2
assure you,
interceptions
Jaden
that
Daniels
do
didn't throw 3 interceptions.
He did. He did 3. He did 3.
He did
He
not.
did 3 over the
He didn't even
last.
play it. He didn't even play that much to throw.
Not in a preseason game. I'm talking about practices.
Oh, I mean, well, see, yeah.
Now, my whole thing is this.
I don't get into that type of stuff.
But they do for our quarterback.
Well, yeah,
missing the net. He didn't throw 3 interceptions. Maybe threw 1 just like everybody else. Maybe did. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got up in arms about my quarterback. And I'm here with you. I know last time we talked, you said I was down on it. That was draft West. I had my draft thing. I casted a wide net.
You got your bullets in your gun ready when
I
you
got
ready,
my I cast my wide net.
You
But
got
hey,
your
look,
bullets ready.
got my wide receiver at the end of the day that I wanted on my top of my 1 net ish kind of thing. But what I'm saying is this: I want to get into all the people. What is it? Ryan Asher, all of these people who, after seeing Caleb get pissed for completely missing a net, saying, "See, this is why the Bears can't develop a quarterback."
Yeah, but see, Wes, like because we did kind of talk about that already. And remember, there was another video where he was smoking the net. I mean, he was hitting the net.
Chase Daniel posted it.
Let's answer this question from Bear Truth real quick, and then let's talk about this preseason game that's coming up.
All right, cool. We're gonna jump out preseason. We'll finish.
Bear Truth said, "Would you trade a 4th for a Kamara from Saints? I'm hearing rumors he may be available."
Just a 4th for Alvin Kamara? How old is Alvin Kamara?
A good question. What, 29, 30?
If he under 30.
What is he? 31? Something like that. You got to be in that range. I can't see him being. Huh?
No.
He said Bear Truth said he's 30. He said he's 30. Bear Truth is like our insider. I guess we'll go with that.
Straight up, back and forth. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Chef West says, yes. Sorry, I'm gonna stop saying hell and F yeah. Of course I would. Indubitably, undoubtedly straight. It's Alvin Kamara to a team who don't threaten me at all. Now, if he was a Packer, I mean, if a Packer would have been even better. But Alvin Kamara, do you know what that do? Swift, Kamara, Kuminga, and I would even throw in Roshan Johnson. Not Kuminga. Manungai.
Oh my God. You are
damn,
hilarious.
you caught me.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Bear Truth. Why does his game translate as an older running back? Like, what does that mean? It translate as an older running back. Wes, what you do you like? I don't get that. What you
But I don't know why either, because he was ahead of his time. Him, LT, Sproles. I'm trying to think of somebody else I can throw out there. Because I can't think of the time frame, because I just know who was good over my lifespan. I can't tell you what they was good in 2006 to 2009. You know what I mean? Like Frank Gore was great, but he not catching too many balls. I know Darren Sproles was catching balls. I know Alvin Kamara was catching balls. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson was fucking a Ferrari before they invented wheels.
Bertrand said he's like Marcus Allen because he avoids hard hits and is a calm vision, easy movement running back. Good contact balance. Okay.
No. Marcus Allen, it should have been him, even though he tried. No.
Look,
Alvin Kamara did it way better.
A fourth round for Alvin Kamara. Yes, sure. Why not? I mean, we need some running
That's
backs.
a punter. We draft.
hurt.
All right, here you go, Mark. We drafted a punter for the same value.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Right? Can I, as Bears fans, right, Mark? Can I equate that? Yeah. Take that fourth round. Just like I said, we got a third round pick for something good if you got it, because we can't figure that out either. First rounds and second round picks, we can argue them. Third and fourth.
Why not? Like the way I look at it is why not? I don't think it's a trade that we. He said, I'm not saying that they the same back, but both made slight movements to avoid big hits. Yeah. We both say yeah.
But so did LaDainian. I don't remember LaDainian taking big hits.
Okay, now we're talking about LT. LT is way out of both of them players' league. Marcus Allen and
I'm just saying,
Alvin Kamara's league.
Give me baby LT instead of.
Let's talk a little bit about this preseason game. Let's talk a little bit about this preseason game because we're gonna be having starters on Friday from both sides of the ball or both sides of the field, I should say.
Tyler Bagent 5.0. I mean,
who?
I mean,
who's Tyson Bagent 5.0?
No, I was talking about the meme that was out. It wasn't Tyler Bagent. It was Caleb Williams 5.0. That's what somebody said.
I guess so.
Because Tyler Bagent was Tom Brady 5.0. Just so y'all know. I'm gonna find
Bears starters versus Kansas City Chiefs starters. How much should they play? Our starters, at least, because this is gonna be the biggest test. Like if we talking about anything, Miami Dolphins, they started a series, I think, or two, and then no, absolutely, Bertrand. We got to get into a little bit, but
yeah, definitely answer questions.
Yeah, I don't like getting into trades too much,
but we answer questions. We just can't answer comments because it's subjective. So I could give him, like I said, something totally different, and he can too, and the rest of the hosts can too. A direct question is easier to answer to everybody that's watching. It's easier to answer if you give a direct question. But that's what you're saying, Mark?
No, so Miami Dolphins starters, series, maybe a series and a half. Buffalo Bills, we know there were no starters out there. Against Caleb, there was no starters against the defense either. And obviously we left some of our starters out too on both sides of the ball, but everybody playing. I don't know to what extent, which we about to talk about now, but
I don't have anymore.
When we talk about a game in preseason and you actually want to see how your team stacks up, was it false what we saw last week?
No.
The progress. This is the game. You got Chris Jones on that D line. You got Karlaftis out there. You got Chanel out there. You got McDuffie out there. They got some guys out there coming for Caleb, playing against Rome and DJ and Colston and all those guys that we saw. So it's going to be a fun game because you get to see the starters actually play against a dynasty. Now I'm not going to say Super Bowl champion. They were
be happy.
They were Super Bowl champions. Come on, Wes. Come on. You gotta mute yourself before anyway, look. So there's top-notch talent out there, and we get to see it. How much? My question is, how much should he, or who do you think will play? Because Joe Tooney, are you playing Joe Tooney straight out the gate? Are you playing Joe Tooney? Should Ben Johnson play Joe Tooney against his old team?
If I'm the Bears and I'm the Chiefs, I'm playing my starters against my starters for at least a series, maybe two. Maybe two.
I mean, simply put, but like we got a lot of injuries. We banged up, so it's like,
okay, well then that's who the starter is, because that would happen if we played the Chiefs in week 9.
so no matter who it is,
Next man
Joe
up has to
Tooney's-
step
so
in.
Joe Tooney's playing.
Yeah, if he's healthy enough to play, you're gonna play at least a series.
Swift.
A series. Every first, and if I'm Andy Reid, everybody played that first series.
Just one series. No.
At-
You're
at
the
bottom-
Bears.
as the-
Chicago. Caleb
Okay,
in the
as
starters.
the Bears. Offense, defense, that series. How y'all look, how y'all do. Then I can say, Joe Tooney, you fucking Joe Tooney. Just like the Hard Knocks build thing said, all right, you out, Newman, you in. And I will start like cutting the cake. It's at the end of the day, it starts off as the happy birthday song. It's a whole entire cake. The whole entire first cake is there. We're going to sing happy birthday and blow out candles. Now, once I see what happens with the cake, I can take this piece out, that piece out, this piece out, that. And that is on top of what they want to do, because I listened to Ben Johnson, he's like rep count and all this other kind of stuff. All right, cool. As a fan, do I care about rep count? Absolutely fucking not. I care about series down to see if it's a touchdown or a field goal. So if Joe Tooney was out there and he was on put there for 5, but he had to be out there for 8 so he can get a field goal, as a fan, I'm gonna put him out there for 8. But I think that we put him out for a series. All of y'all, everybody that we got, put him out there.
I agree, but I'm gonna take it a step further. Just because last week they was gonna play, they played 2 series against the backup.
I said at least.
I need to see.
I said
everybody out there. I need Joe Tooney out there, because Montez Sweat out there too, because it's like you got to feel some hits. You got to feel some contact. You got to feel some contact.
My man, BT9.
You got to feel some contact on your body. Everybody but Caleb. He the only one that don't need to feel some contact, some force. But I need 3, 4, at least until if the Chiefs.
I appreciate that.
If
from
the Chiefs
you,
playing,
I feel like is that your bottom? Is that your bottom? Like would if they win less than 4 series, would you feel bad? Or would you be like not enough?
Like who? The Bears or
the Bears? Only the Bears, as I'm talking about offense and defense. If they only win less than 4 series, 3 series, would you feel like it wasn't enough?
I need the whole first quarter at least.
Oh my God! Somebody go back to our old episodes. I'll get ass a half.
I want to say half, but I might not.
I know that's a little bit too much. I know that might be too much. But yeah, I said at least I need, like I said, baby speaking, a series, depending on how the series look. I mean, I cannot be mad at one. Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, I need 2 series. I'll take it back. I'll backpedal. I'll Michael Jackson this shit real quick on my own. Yeah, I did within 30 fucking seconds. I need like 2 or 3 series from both offense and defense. If that equals a whole entire quarter, fine, because I said I wanted them to do a half in this game anyway.
And that's why I said a quarter, because you never know
can
how
happen.
much work you're gonna get in the quarter. But
we might
let's
get.
see it. Let's see it. You got 17 games after Friday.
A three and out
7.
ain't good. A 3 and out ain't good enough.
Yeah.
Let's just saying. I hope not. But let's just say we do the first quarter, right?
It's a good football team over there. I think you need to get the most reps you can.
Four fans out with our ones against the Super Bowl attendees. No, I might push them motherfuckers into the second quarter. That's just me. Depending on the time, how it works. You know what I mean? Like, I need those, like Ben Johnson, I need those reps. So if it's per rep, I can understand. But for me as a fan, it's a time thing. I need like I said, I need at least a quarter. Even if we end the quarter 17-0, I need them to start the next quarter on the next series. 3 and out, all right, cool. Second string, get in there. You see what I'm saying, Mark? Like, I need them to push kind of thing.
They got to play. I think they should play. He said y'all are too young for KRS-One. I think they should play at least a quarter. Just go play them again. Let's see it again. Let's go. Look, when I say let's see it again, I don't care about the execution and what they see, what I've seen on the field from them executing preseason plays. What I need to see is this. So I talked about operation. Get the play call in. Caleb, relay the play to your team. Get to the line of scrimmage and hike the ball. No delay of games, no false starts, no illegal formations. I don't want to see none of that. That's all I care about. Now, whether the pass is complete, whether the run it goes for 10 yards or whatever. And I talked about this. This was a reason why I gave Caleb a B last week. Play number 1 of last week. Remember, we saw last season, Caleb was getting to the line of scrimmage with 5, 6, 7 seconds to decode what he's seeing on the defense and make checks or whatever the fuck was going on. Number 1 play last week, he got out of the huddle and got to the line of scrimmage with 20 seconds on the fucking clock. Now, decipher what you see. Make your checks. Communicate with your O-line. Maybe tell DJ, instead of running slant, run a go route. I see it. You got it. Barbecue chicken. That's play number 1, 20 seconds. Play number 2, he got out the huddle into the line of scrimmage, 18 seconds. This is the first drive. Play number 3, got out the huddle to the line of scrimmage, 15 seconds. I'm gonna tell you right now, that wasn't the shortest one, but it was the second shortest one. Play number 4, get out the huddle, 18 seconds. Play number 5, 18 seconds. Play number 6, 17 seconds. Play number 7, 16 seconds. And then play number 5 was 12 seconds, and it was the touchdown to OZ. That's what I need to see. I don't care. Go out there and play football because you ain't scheming. What was his
average? What was his average time outside of the getting outside of the huddle?
I don't know. I'd have to add them all up and divide it by.
You got to put 2 series together.
I didn't do all that. I did the first series.
12.7 seconds.
In the first series, that's impossible.
No, not the first series. I'm talking
about the first series. I'm not talking about the second series. They only ran three or 4. Yeah, this is only the first series. There was 8 plays ran in the first series that ended in a touchdown. This is what I got. 20 seconds, 18, 15, 16. No.
I'm just talking
18, 17, 16, 12. This is what I need to see. I need to see clean operation in preseason from this team with a first-year head coach. You think I care about 20-yard passes? No, because the shit is vanilla. It's not actual. It's not. Y'all have been struggling with false starts, getting out of the huddle, and basic, simple operation shit. I need to see that, and everything else take care of itself because Caleb is good, DJ's good, Rome is good, Tooney's good, Dawman is good, Jonah Jackson is good, OZ has been fucking phenomenal. Whatever y'all do out there, we'll talk. It starts here. Caleb, what are you seeing? Dawman, what are you seeing? That's what I need to see again. I need to see that again in this game from Caleb, Ben, and that offense. Shout out to Frank. Appreciate you jumping
Frank
in.
quits?
Late,
No,
man.
Frank, you in, man. You still here. You just got here. You still here. Hit that like button.
Subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear
Subscribe to
Podcast.
us.
One word,
One
no
word,
space.
no space.
That's what I need to see. That's what I'm trying to see. Absolutely. Absolutely. The knowledge reigns supreme. And it's always gonna reign supreme. But I like when we talk about these reps in preseason, yes, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. But my reps are coming from operation. Bertrue said, "Oh yeah, did you see Dexter hand work in the short series? He looked really good and was disengaging and moving forward." I think Dexter had a big tackle for a loss on the first defensive play.
He was good. He looked good.
I want to say, but
good. I needed like 8 weeks. I need like 2 months. I need 2 new moons.
But yeah,
from
so
Dex.
I need to see it again. I need to see it again from the offensive starters. The defense, I think the defense will be fine this year. I think they're gonna be fine. They're gonna go as the team goes as a whole. If the team drop, they're gonna struggle a little bit, but that's what I want to see. Get out the huddle. Give me 18 seconds on the play clock when you get out of that huddle. That's what I need to see.
That's crazy. Anyway, all we know is that he apparently is back with the team. What actually happened, we don't know, and that's his business. Apparently, whatever happened with Zach Frazier, and I know I'm defending my guy a little bit, un poquito. But yeah, it was injury related. It was personally related. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Like Bear Truth said, family issues probably. And
yeah,
unfortunately, he probably is gonna get on this practice squad. I mean, it just is what it is.
Okay, we'll see when we do our 53. Because Terrell Smith just dropped.
I mean, yeah, but you got a guy that ain't played, that ain't practiced.
Well,
I doubt Zah makes the 53-man roster at this point.
He'll put him on your 53. I'll put him on mine, and then we'll see. That's easy
fine. But no, but we talking about this game. That's what I want to see. What are you looking for against this dynasty Kansas City Chiefs?
So to counter your whole thing is give me your whole 20 seconds outside of the whole thing. The average, because you forget, I'm just saying the average of Caleb getting out of the huddle was 12.5. Not just the first drive, just period in that game.
I'm just looking at the numbers, and you said you said the whole game.
His whole time on the field.
Game. He only
I'm
played.
saying no, not the whole game, not the whole game. His whole
average coming from
his whole time.
20,
his whole time.
18, 19, 18, 18, 17, 16, 12. So
that's the
first
drive.
12. He didn't have 8 plays in the second drive. He only had like 3 or 4 in the second drive.
That it took him longer to get out.
That ain't gonna average 12. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
I just know where the numbers coming from.
It was less than 15.
Where's the? That's fine.
I'll send them to you.
Let's say it is 12. Where
is my whole thing is
I don't get how that's a.
That's better than you were.
How can you argue that? That's what I'm.
My argument it was he was at 5, 7, 8, 9 ish last year.
Yeah. So we need to see better, right?
We are seeing better, and
we need to see it
I'm
again,
saying
right?
my saying is you are on par. If you can get to 18, 19, 20, great. I've seen you at, like you said, the average was 15, 14.
I didn't say that.
I did the math on what you just said. That was about 14 seconds.
Continue, because I'm still trying to see where the issue is with what I said.
The issue is what you said is I need 20. We all do. We all want. Not many get to. Not many average. I asked the average, and the average.
What's the
60.
point? What is your point, though?
You're asking our quarterback to.
Ben Johnson asked our quarterback to have 70% completion percentage. Only 5 quarterbacks did it. Are you mad at him for that? I don't see what's your point.
I'm not mad at you about it. I'm just saying, like, hey, this is mine.
I don't see how
my argument is
there shouldn't be.
Mine
you should be giving your opinion on what you think about the game instead of combating what I said. Like, there's nothing. Don't you want that too?
Of course, I want perfect. I want to be perfect too.
Like, how is that?
Everyone, that's almost perfection. So my whole thing is this. I'm happy where he's at. I'm happy where he can get. But if he doesn't
where is
get
he?
up,
in
12.5 right now in preseason, like 12.5.
First of all, I'll tell you right now, they got to go over. If you think 12 point, they got to go over 12.
I'm not saying that that's okay.
You just did.
You can say no. I didn't say that it was okay. What I said was just because they're not at 20 don't mean that they're doing bad.
They don't got to get to 20. They only got to 20 one time, but they was at 18. They was at 18. 1, 2. They was at 18
Fast
3
break.
times. And 17
breaks.
another one.
Fast breaks. Those are anomalies. Those are the anomalies that we're just talking about.
They were at 8. Okay, keep going.
And they can have a game that they can do that for a game.
And that's unacceptable. Ben will tell you that. You can't be doing that. You can't. You absolutely can't. Because you gotta be able to dissect what you're seeing on the defense, and you need time to make your checks. What are you talking about?
All right, cool. I'll hold that. Let me write that down on my pen. All right, it's right here.
Or you could just give what you want to see from the game. I don't know why you.
Oh no, my whole thing is I'm good with. Oh shit! The last time was what I did was they was at 7 to 9, and now they're closer to 11 and 12. All right, thanks Ben. Thanks Caleb for being coachable. I'm not going to condemn them from not being at 20.
Who's condemning them?
So
I told you where I needed you at. I told you where I
needed you. Nobody's 20 at 20
that's
at
fine.
20
Okay,
at 20.
That's fine. Now tell me
that's what I'm saying.
You feel because
you can say I need you as close to 20 as possible. Language and verbiage is truth. The tongue is the sword, right? So
I'm not finna argue something I know is true. That I know Ben would be on the same side of it. I know.
We all would be on perfection.
What do you want?
We all be on perfection for somebody who ain't doing it. Ben is not out there. Ben know what Ben knows.
Coach. Do you not have?
Have you ever played the telephone game?
No.
Okay, cool. I do.
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever played the telephone game?
No, I have not. But what do you want to see on Friday, Wes? Because
I want to see improvement, period. And if there is not an improvement, I want to see accountability and progression. That's what has been happening to our team all training camp.
Improvement and accountability. That's what you want to see.
So if they go
Very
to
blanket
if they go from averaging 12 and a half, 13 to 15 and a half, all right, cool, improvement. How can we improve?
You talking about
This is
13
what
and a half. What are you talking about? What does that mean? What's that number?
That's the total. Because
total, you talking about the time again? You talking about my
after
numbers?
the first draft? Yeah, after the first draft, it
Stop
dropped.
talking about my numbers. I need to know. What are you like? What are your
I'm
numbers?
using it as a reference.
So you admit like the improvement. What I'm saying as far as getting out of the huddle and play clock matters.
It counts.
But
I am not telling them to
that's
get
really
to
talking
the
about.
prime number of 20.
I'm not telling them that either. But you need to be
how
good.
I felt. Oh yeah,
I
be
mean,
good.
well, you gonna feel away all the time. You
That's
always gonna
every
feel
pass
away.
should be a touchdown.
But
Every run
I'm
should be
telling
a
you,
touchdown.
but give us something. You know, there we go, Bear Truth. I want the offense to score first drive and defense to stop Kansas City first drive, then call it a night. That's an expectation. That's a specific expectation, not
cool. I can take that.
accountability and improvement.
I can take that.
Improvement
I can
where?
take
You
that.
want Braxton Jones to play better, or you want
No, I can take that. I don't care if they took. If it was down to 7 seconds out of every play, and they still got down and scored.
Look, I can tell you right
see
now.
what I'm saying?
Leave the play clock stuff alone because you're wrong. So tell me something about yours though, because you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
Mine is to be better at everything that we do. I can see what you're doing good.
Like, what is you not like? You got nothing specific.
Anything that you can say. Caleb's reads, his steps.
You gave
Who
him
do you
an
want
A?
me to say?
Remember, you gave him an A. You gave him
I gave him an A. You know why I gave him an A?
You didn't give an A so we can see him.
I gave him an A because the last time I saw Caleb in the actual game, this is just a preseason game, but it's still an actual game.
No,
he held the ball longer than 3 seconds.
No. It wasn't a preseason game. It was against the Packers. The last time you seen Caleb in the actual game, it was against the Packers.
That's not what I said. I said even though this was a preseason game. I said the last time I seen. Now listen carefully.
The last time you seen him.
Last time I seen Caleb, even though this was a preseason game, he got the ball out in less than 2.5 seconds to somebody. Whether they caught it, whether he dirtied it, whatever happened. His average last season was like 3.8, 3.9-ish, something close to, because he had some time.
So when you say improvement, you want to see improvement
in everybody, just like you. I'm happy with they had 15 seconds because last season they was down to 7 to 8 to 9.
It was bad
per se. It was that was bad. But now they where they at. All right, cool. Stay there. Be comfortable there. Make that your home. And then we can work towards what you're saying, which I understand. What I'm saying is I'm not expecting them to go from getting out the huddle with 8.
You said from 8 to 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From 8 to 12.
Oh my God.
8
you
to
better be over 12.
10.
You better be at least that team. Caleb, what do you mean who? I ain't talking about Patrick Mahomes.
What's his numbers?
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
I don't care what his numbers is. He's won Super Bowls. Why would I care? Why would I critique? I'm not critiquing.
No, you should mimic. You should figure it out.
What? Oh my gosh, y'all! Like Wes is on his disagreement train because he's picking. They have to be up. They have to be better. They have to be up. The headset turned off at 15. He can't.
My whole thing is this: they have to be better.
So
for
like,
sure.
okay, so
better.
who does
And I get the
O-line gotta be
headphones.
better?
I get all of that kind of stuff, but better is you said we have to be better than the Ravens,
7,
the
8
Chiefs.
seconds. No, yourself. 8, 7,
And
7.
Ourselves
What I
are
saw-
not playoff team. Let's be better enough to be a playoff team. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not thinking about no other team but ourselves. That's what.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Ourselves
Okay.
are a
We're
non-playoff
not
team.
Not tonight.
Are even a percentage better. Wild card at best. All right, cool. I'm gonna give y'all the extra 10 meters.
Okay,
Be
look,
good at
I
that.
I
It's
want
what
you
our
to
coach.
talk
It's
about
what Ben Johnson was
this
saying.
game.
All right, let's talk about this
Specifically, give
game.
me an area specifically that you want. What's your expectations for a specific area of this game? Don't talk about my clock.
All right, what I want.
Like,
Oh, this game. What I specifically want for this game, I want clean operations and first downs.
Clean operations. The same thing I just said, and you want first downs, which was pretty good last week. We had a lot of first downs.
I don't care how many
But
seconds it take you. Just clean operations and first down. If y'all get out and it took y'all a little longer to get y'all shit together, and y'all came out and y'all made the right play, made the right this, and y'all kept going and y'all moved the sticks and y'all pushed and y'all got a touchdown, y'all got a field goal, whoop the bam, yada yada. Because think about it, we got a tie and a complete blowout. I'll take
we had a tie with no starters. Game. Like, I don't care about the backups. Honestly, I really don't. I don't care what they do out there. Like, you go out there and play good. Y'all gonna play good. Y'all gonna win games. But like, we getting close to the season. We got to start talking about these boys and the boys that's gonna be playing every game, most of the games. Yeah, we need depth, absolutely. But we gotta start talking about the starters and what we need to see from them and how they need to perform, because they got Brian Flores coming in here week 1.
Yeah.
And you better not get out the huddle and not have enough time to decipher what Brian Flores got going on, because he's sending blitzes from every single.
And this is my whole thing. When you say that, it's this. If you're better coached than the other team, you should go out and go play A works every single time. And now I get that that's not realistic. So you got the B and the C's. And I heard Ben Johnson say when the headset went off, oh shit, I have to send him out with A, B, and C. And then you played the video where he said, you know what? Crash it all out. Crash my own plan of what I thought would be good. And we're going to go rogue to beat these motherfuckers down. You see what I'm saying?
No.
All right, cool.
I do not. I don't know what I don't.
What?
Look.
What? Okay. If you call him as an offensive coordinator and defense coordinator, you say, I think they're going to play one. I'm going to play one. But they play 2, vice versa. And then I'm going to lose. And then you say, hey, look, I'm going to send this person, linebacker, defensive lineman, whoever your defensive coach, on the field coach is, offensive coach is usually the quarterback, right? All right, send y'all out with 1. Offense quarterback say, no. They see 1. We're gonna go. It's a video of Cam Newton talking to, I think it was Green Bay Packers linebacker.
The viral video. Oh, you watch
you see what I'm saying? You watch him. Watch this.
Every quarterback's going into the huddle with at least 2 play calls. You do know that, right? Nobody's going in with just 1.
It's if you believe in the fact that 1 is done. You have to look and be like, Am I smart enough to see what Mark told me? That's what's happening. He said I can go here, here, and here. I don't see it. Here, here, here. I don't see it.
So you switch to play number 2, and maybe you were wrong, and you
But
run
you
number
know
2,
how
and we'll
many
see.
quarterbacks still run number 1?
A lot.
28%.
Oh my gosh.
I watched it on quarterback. I watched it on a bunch of different things, and I watched Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. They said, I've watched quarterbacks and I asked them, why did you do that? Because I thought I was wrong, is what they said. Most of Eli Manning said most.
That's why you need time to dissect what you're seeing.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the defense. You can't get out the huddle with 8 seconds. You don't got time. You don't even got time to make your own line checks with 8 seconds. Like
But it's plays that you don't even have to kill. You can keep the same line check and everything. Your play keeps the same everything out. Bubble screen, quick pass, draw down. The play that the coach gives you, you don't supposed to move nothing. The only time you hot route or audible route, that's the coach's hot route and hot route. Unless you have been doing it for forever. And you know how to hot route your own quarterback and all that kind of thing. That's the Tom Brady, that's the Peyton Manning. That shit Eli learned. That shit Drew and Phil. And like that's what I'm saying.
Look. Bottom line is this: the Bears are going against a perennial defense. Spagnolia got them boys working over there. They got some top names that they paid over there. This defense, quite frankly, is going against one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league right now.
Do you think we're gonna win this preseason game by the points?
Do I think we're gonna win? I don't.
Yo, guess one or another.
What, with the starters or win just the entire game? You about when the bench?
No. Just what you think is going to happen. You think the starter's going to go 2 series and then the second?
Do I think
at the end of the day, is it going to be a tie like the first game or a blowout?
The overall
like the
score.
Game?
You talking about the overall score?
Ish.
I couldn't call it. I can't call it. I don't know what they're gonna do.
You can't
I don't know
try?
what Tyson gonna do. I don't know what Austin Reed gonna do. I can
try?
obviously do it. Yeah, I can. Yes. Do I think we're gonna win? Yeah, I think we'll win. I think Tyson gonna come in and play well. I think Austin Reed. I don't know if Case Keenum not hurt no more, but he'll play well against.
I got us winning by 3 at the least. That's what I got.
Okay, I don't have an argument with that. That's fine.
There was no question.
So I mean,
my whole thing with you is I get you want to get to that 20-second thing, but I'm not mad that we're not there just yet.
What does that mean? Well, so you're not mad that we're at 8? You're not mad that we're at 10?
Oh no, we're at 12 now.
So you get out of the huddle and you can't even hear Ben no more. You've been 3 seconds ago. Ben out of the.
You heard Ben all week. You heard Ben all week.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's cool. 12 seconds is fine. I'm not mad at you for 12 seconds.
That's all I'm saying.
I have a higher standard. I have a higher standard. So, and that's fine. I'm like Ben. We have a high standard here, and either you get with it or you don't. It's that simple. DJ, if you're not blocking, we'll find a wide receiver that can do it.
We did.
Ozzy,
that's different.
Ozzy, we drafted you 2nd overall, but guess what? You ain't doing it right. I don't care where we drafted you. Undrafted rookie, come on in here. That's the standard Ben sets, and I love that about Ben because performance over politics. It's always performance over politics. I don't care how much you're getting paid or where you've been drafted. Who's performing?
Yeah,
and that's.
So Ozzy, what I'm gonna tell you what Ben said. Ozzy is the swing tackle. So that means it's not good enough to start at right, not good enough to start at left, but the right and the left, not good enough to not have swing. I don't know.
Your question.
I'm not gonna talk about down there right, but anyway, beyond that, my whole thing is about the 20-second Like you expect us to go from getting out last year at 9 seconds to jumping to 20.
Why do you keep
That's my
saying 20
point.
seconds though?
That's what you said to me. I said that was too preposterous. You was like, that's what I seen on the quarterback. That's exactly what you said.
That's what
to
they
me.
said on quarterback. Yes,
That's
so
what you
get there.
said.
That is your bar. But if you hit
Yeah.
18 seconds, you're implying
I just said like I'm good that they're at 12, and I feel like they should be at
12 ain't good enough.
16 in a
Stop saying
couple.
12. 12 ain't good enough. I don't care what you talk about. 12 ain't good enough.
I'm not saying in the season. I'm saying right now.
Right
They
now.
feel-
That's what I'm talking
They're
about. Right
at
now,
about
Wes.
12
The
right
answer's gotta
now.
stop. The answer's got to stop.
They're
12
at
ain't good
about
enough.
12 right now.
So what are you talking?
In the next 3 weeks, they was at less than that. They couldn't even get out at the beginning of the training camp.
They still can't.
Yes, they could. They did. They showed. That's what they did. They did. They was operational.
When you said at the
Everybody
beginning of the
says
training
it.
camp, what are you talking about in practice, right? Because they didn't play a game.
Practice, even in the game, they still
You saw
were getting out. They had penalties.
So do it again. Show me again. So what is your
but they
what's
was
your issue?
still, when they did get out, they was still at about 12 seconds getting out. I'm not talking about the penalties.
I don't know what you're talking about or where you're trying to go with this at all. I'm so confused. We not about to keep going in circles though.
All right, cool. We'll find out. I got you. I'll find some stats for you. I got
What
you.
stats though? Like you said the stats. I don't get
because you said getting out of the huddle.
I just told you they
seconds.
did it 20, 18, 18, 15, 16, 17, 12. I need to
Where's 20?
Huh?
Where's 20 is what I'm
the
saying.
first play of the game, they got in and out of the huddle at 20 seconds with the clock. 20 seconds. Go back and watch the film. It was 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Next play was 18.
Next play was.
You want me to say these numbers again? Were you not listening?
I know, but are you understanding the mathematical spiral Fibonacci experiment? It's going to die down. They're going to get tired. They're going to lose. They're going to lose a little bit.
And that's what sports is about.
And then they need to come back in and bun.
Your mental toughness wanes.
And then bun. They need the bun. That's the depth. That's the bump. So the average.
Look.
Mean mode mean. All right, it's fine. We're not going to do math.
It's fine.
Let's not do math because I do good math.
You want to go back and forth tonight, and I'm not in the mood to go back and forth.
That's perfectly fine.
On things something that everybody should be wanting. I don't know where the issue is.
20. My whole thing is everybody wants 20, right?
They want 20, but you better get.
So show me the people at 25, 22, 23, 26, 27.
Why?
Because that's called average of the mean. It's math.
All right, Wes. All right, look. Any final thoughts on this game? This game that's coming up Friday.
I told you, Bears win by 3.
That's your final thoughts on this game?
Yep, or more, but I think we'll win by 3 for sure.
Say that one more time.
We'll win by at least 3 points. Tres.
Bear Truth coming in here with another comment. Bear Truth. We not used to a good OC, but good OCs know how to find the right. This to his offensive players. If Ben feels he needs to scale back to make things easier to get to the line faster, he will dial. There you go. Dial things back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I keep saying that. Like, he's not gonna come out here with week 1 comes, he's gonna call the things that's been working well. He's been throwing a lot at these players all off season just to see what they're good at. You have to. You try to dial it back now, you'll never know what they're good at. Bottom line, the starters are playing. They're playing.
Yes, sir. Can't wait. 48 hours ish. Less than 48 hours.
Another Friday, another night game. I'm tired of night games. I hate night games. I hate primetime games now. Before, when I was just watching, they were fine. But now that you got to do a show after these goddamn games, I hate them. And we got one Monday night. Yeah, just give me a noon. Give me a 12 o'clock noon. We got back to back.
This the central time frame bias. You see what I'm saying? The math ain't. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm about to say, no, it is because I mean that's what.
Because your noon game is my 9:30 game.
Yeah, but I mean the team is in the Midwest, so I mean that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, but the country starts in the Pacific.
Give me a noon game.
Here we go. We don't care about the Niners and the Rams, the Chargers, the Vikings, the Cardinals, and all the people that live over here. Right? It should be gauged off of that.
No, I'm selfish. I don't care about none of
I know you are. I see.
I'm with the team.
20 seconds. You want 20 seconds?
How can I be upset with the New York Knicks?
We got
at a third time. And what you want the Knicks to play at? Like what? They're playing at their time. That's good for them. And it's gonna fall back on us. That's what they are. This is what the Bears are. They play at noon. It's a good time for Bears players.
So why are you mad that we're playing at a later time then? Because it's better for the country?
No. I'm not. I don't care about the country. I'm talking about the players.
Okay, I don't care. What are you talking
fans
about?
In the Midwest,
you playing at a later time. You get more rest, more time. You'll be all right. It's not like you're in London, New Zealand, the moon. It's not like you're in a time frame that's ridiculous. Like, hey, you guys have to get up at 3 a.m. and the game starts at 7 a.m.
People. Wes wants to argue tonight. And I'm not gonna give
I'm just saying if the game started at 10 a.m. in California, it'll be 3 o'clock in Chicago. How is that bad? How is that bad? How is it bad if the game started at noon in California? It'll be 3 o'clock in Chicago. How is that bad for the players or any of their fans?
Dude, I just told you I'm selfish. How many times I'm gonna tell you that?
I know, so stop saying, don't call me out.
What did I call you?
You're selfish. You said, here we go. Wes is selfish. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm selfish. You want a team that's in the Midwest to conform to West Coast times. Like what?
I live in Mountain Standard Time, not Pacific. I said California, not Arizona. I said if the time was adequate for Californians, the end of Hawaii will be the end.
Look, I'm telling you, Wes, and the fact nobody in Chicago. Nobody.
Oh my God, bear truth. My guy, tell him it will be great for the game to start for you at noon, which means we'll start 1 for me and 3 for them.
That's fine for the Arizona Cardinals.
No, it's not.
Bears. Like, what are we? Holy shit! This is crazy.
Look, y'all can go to church, get out, go get some breakfast, and
move back to the Midwest. Go to where your team is. It's just like me. I can't watch every Bears game on TV because I'm not in the region. I'm not in that. I understand that. You should understand why people want games at regular time at good times for them in the Midwest. It's that simple. Don't nobody want to watch.
I'm not talking about the Midwest. I'm talking about the country. Games should start.
The whole country ain't watching the Bears.
I didn't say just the Bears. I said football games should start at noon Pacific times and cascade across the country.
Your game's gonna start when they start. My game's gonna start where they start. East Coast games gonna start where they start.
East Coast games should start at noon. Bears versus Giants at noon.
Noon for you?
No, noon for New York, which means it's 9 o'clock in the morning for you because it's the home game for the Giants or the Jets or the Patriots.
You think so?
And I'm not going overseas.
So they gonna stagger every game. They're just gonna stagger.
Yes. That's why they have. That's why
Do
he
you know
got
how
a billion.
TV networks work? That's not how
Yes, that's why he
broadcast
got
networks work.
billions of dollars.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
You local, you watch the local game. That's what you want to pay for. That's what you get. You want to pay a little bit more, you can get the next one over or the next one over. If I want to watch the Bears game, I should be able to pay, let's say, if regionally, let's call it $10. And then I get 2 times over. I have to pay $30 to watch every Bears game. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I will pay $30 for every.
It
Bears
ain't that
game.
simple.
That's
And
less.
you damn sure ain't
I
paying
know it's not that simple. I know it's
$30.
not that simple. I'm just saying what makes sense.
NFL, Fox, ESPN,
Fox,
all of these, they want their money.
ESPN,
They want their
NBC, all that
money
kind of
and-
stuff. I'm not talking about those people in this. I just said what makes sense is games should start at noon on
My
the
game
West
should start at
Coast.
noon. I can't speak for your games or the East Coast games. Bears games, noon for Chicago and the Midwest. Noon, all Midwest, noon.
No.
7 o'clock when I gotta do a show after the game is unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
To whom?
Me.
All right, cool. Like you said,
I'm
selfishly
about to say, how
speaking,
many times
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say that?
being selfish about it. I'm talking to generally all fans.
That's your prerogative.
If
I'm
they
being
give
selfish
you
about
the
it.
noon window, it starts on California time. But the thing is, that gives, think about it, that any
I ain't thinking
game
about it,
that's,
Wes. I ain't thinking about it.
all right, man.
I-
Y'all hear him. Where
I'm
y'all
not
at?
thinking about
Y'all hear him. Oh,
I
100 plus of
need
y'all.
the noon game.
Y'all hear him.
Ended at 3:05. I'm live by whatever.
Hey,
I'm wrapped up by 7
Bear,
o'clock.
here we go. Bear Truth, our biggest fan right here. Tell him Bear Truth. Big Bear Truth on the coast of California.
He
I'm
already
finna
said
go
this.
see him in a couple. Oh, he already what?
He said
He
yeah,
in California.
I
He
know.
said 1 p.m. I said noon.
I don't care what either one of y'all talking about.
You live in Packer
Y'all are
country.
Bears fans
You getting contained
over there.
getting-
Like y'all.
It's
thank
like
you.
28 days. It's like 28 days. You get contaminated. I'm just fucking with you.
Look, we gotta get
It's
started.
fine. Let's
We
get
gotta-
up out of here. Hey, look, it's about 3 hours going into this motherfucker. We gotta get out of here. We didn't get to go through the list, so we'll hold on to the rest of the ESPN list.
We
We'll
got
find some
plenty
more
of time.
lists. Yeah, we got plenty of time in between the actual season coming up. We got our 53-man schedule coming up. We got our pre-game for the Vikings game, and I got my homie who's a Vikings fan. I might bring in some family members I got in St. Paul and Minneapolis that might want to jump in and get them a 5 minutes. They might be Viking fans. I don't know. I ain't met them, seen them since forever. And we might bring one of you guys in. I've been talking to Mark Robb about bringing most podcasts brings in a Patreon. We might bring in I don't know, Sherry on, somebody who share the most. I don't know. We like the most, we see the most.
People be scared. People be scared. It's
I don't know. I feel like
when you in front of that camera.
I don't know. I feel like Bear Truth, Mom Blues. I'm just saying off the top of my head, like people I've seen since I've been here for the last 19 months. That was it. I'm sorry if I didn't bring you up. Sorry, I couldn't think of those. Are 2 that I could think of. Ricky, I forgot about Ricky. Ricky probably can come in. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, like, gold winner, bronze winner, not in no order would be Mama Blues and Better. Honestly, no offense, Mama Blues, but I would say first week, me, you. I don't know if our co-host, we can talk about it later, could come in, but I think against the Vikings fans, we bring Brad Truth 9 in. If you got a camera, headphones, microphone, we should bring you in specifically because Bad Truth jumped in on rival podcast or something before, and we'll be with my friend still though. He's still my friend. He's just a Viking fan, and I think that'll be good, dude. Oh, I can hear it in the back of your throat. You like that. Good job. All right, cool. I'm on something.
Look. We will see y'all Friday night. It's gonna
Of
be
course
another
we
late
will.
one. It's gonna drag. Late night Midwest game. Yes, we hate it, but we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here
No,
to
we
talk
don't.
about it. The starters,
Say I.
man.
Make I statements. You hate it. I don't.
It is what it is. Hopefully we win. Hopefully Caleb looks good. Hopefully that O-line looks good. We're gonna see who's playing at left tackle, which we know is gonna be Braxton Jones. Hopefully he stays in.
Starting at left tackle. You think it's gonna be
Yes,
Braxton Jones? Okay.
absolutely. He's gonna
All
start. He's gonna start week 1 too, unless he gets hurt or something.
I heard some shit that fucked me up, and I
I'm rooting
stayed
for
up it.
Theo
Look,
Benedict.
hey, I didn't want to bring that shit up, but you just brought it up. And yeah, I yelled a lot last time about it. Read some articles, saw some videos.
He's cooked. He's cooked. I
It's
told you this,
'cause
Wes. He's cooked.
my
I
whole
don't
thing,
want to
my whole
hear. I
thing is
told
this.
you had a whole show arguing me down. He's cooked. He's done. He's done.
He's still gonna be done. He's not. I can tell you this much:
He
Braxton
gonna be
Jones will
swinging.
not be. Braxton Jones will not be on the Bears to the end of the year.
Well, that's
I don't
fine.
even
Come
know
on,
what,
Theo
man.
Benedict, but Buddy's cooked.
Oh
Ryan
my
Poles, another
God,
blemish.
Ryan
Look, hit that
Poles.
like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast.
Hey,
One
y'all see
word,
my no spaces?
spaces. We go
How can I
live
get
twice
to
a
my
week.
Twitter shit? Get
Wednesday
my Twitter
nights,
shit.
Sunday nights. Do post game shows after each and every game. It's my who's cooked. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Bare truth. We logging off. Find us on
Hey, hear
Facebook,
me.
YouTube, and Twitter.
Half in the West 87. Y'all get on Twitter with me. We do it all day long. I'm on there a lot.
Y'all see the handles. Go
A
follow
lot.
us.
Oh, there it is. I can't see it because it's small for me because I got a bunch of other stuff around me. So y'all get on there. Bear Truth. Well, Bear Truth already on there. But all y'all, I'm on Blues, Bear Truth. Anybody else? I knew a guy over there in Bangladesh. Hold on, I had to scroll a little bit because I wanted to say your name right.
He's gone. He's gone. He's not here
But
no
I
more.
still on the
You supposed to tell him this when he was
Shop
here.
House Story.
Can't wait. You gotta tell him when he's here so he can feel
Oh
the love.
no.
They don't care about Champa no more. He's gone. He's gone. We missed
And
our
Squeegee, you too.
Look, we'll see y'all Friday night. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night.
Hey, fuck with y'all boys right here.
We out of here.
Hey, we the king of the Bears Nation. Thank you.
Peace. If the outro will play.